I want to be relevant. I will now begin to advertise the page. I have a page called Methuselah One Name Melchizedek. I also have another page. I converted it. Rather, is this one, but I converted it to a page. But I'm still using this one. I know like I said, no one is above mistake, and also no one is above taking advice. I still see many people telling me, Methuselah, there's a need for you to have a page. Maybe I will start using that page instead of this one from time to time, so that we can be able to build it up at the same time. Like I said, this is the prayer of our leader, and I want us to go into one particular issue today. I call it the pivot, the center of our stupidity, the major foundation by which we are wallowing in ignorance today. The reason why we are being deceived by the agent of Satan is because of the religion we embrace. I am not here to talk about any other thing apart from the religion. If I speak about the stupidity that emanates from that religion, virtually I have discussed everything that you need to know, ranging from the wickedness of our leaders, ranging from the suffering, anguish, tribulation, and at the same time, non-availability of human capacity in our land stems on religion. You want me to start talking about the wickedness of our leader? I can't. Because it's because of the stupidity that we embrace, because of the religion we embrace that breed cowardice in us. That's why they are now riding on us, because we cannot do anything to them. Now we are going to that in detail. But before that, I don't know where to start, but I must start from somewhere. What makes many of us who started well and ended in disaster is because of pomposity and pride. When you start talking, you see people are now begin to, hail you. People are beginning to mention your name. People are beginning to clap for you. People are beginning to depend on you somehow to get information. You now begin to feel there's one kind of spirit that will enter you to begin to see yourself above every other person. You begin to, decide on your own without listening to the voice of the people what to do. That is why today we have super chat freedom fighters. We have stars, because you felt that you are talking. What are you talking? No, what are you speaking? They said action is louder than words. What are you talking that will give up Biafra? I can respect those on ground. You see, ESN, I don't joke with them. Many of you that are on ground that are doing Biafran restoration, that is not even ESN. I remove cap for all of you. I pay accolade. I tell you. Oh no, I'm not the lion's den. See, as I'm talking, I can open the window and shout as I want. No fear. Nobody is coming to knock at my door. No infiltrator will come and say, look at him, he's still speaking about Biafra. Many of you at home subjected yourself to all manner of risky. Just like our brother, the fearless. Our sister Chalugo. We have our sister Ada Biafra that used to go to Abuja. We have so many of them, Darlington. Even though at a point, out of immaturity, he nearly deviated. But his name was mentioned. And those that are peddling lies. These are the people you're supposed to pay attention. These are the people that will tell you donate, you donate. The people at home, these are the people that will come out and say, I need super chat. You give them super chat. What are you talking in Western world that will make us begin to see you as all and all? And now, we are very wicked, but I'm going to prove it. Do you see those that are talking about Idu? It is because of religion. Do you think many of you, let me ask many of you a question before I continue. Do you think Nigeria is functioning? You think many of you, where you will be doing Biafra? No, let me ask again, maybe you didn't hear me very well. You think if Nigeria is functioning, that you, after your secondary school, you merited to go to university, no fraud, no, begin to pay someone in order to bring you in. I mean, everything is working gradually. You graduated from university, you get a job. You can work in Sokoto, no problem, no discrimination. You can work in Kanu, no discrimination. A Kanu man can come to Imo State, come to Port Harcourt and work, no problem. No marginalization. An Igbo man can become anything in Nigeria today. You, as an Igbo man, Igbo speaking Biafra, let me put it in that way, let me be correct. As an Igbo speaking Biafra, You don't need to go to Lagos to clear your goods. You clear it in say in Ipob or even in Calabar or even in Onitsha, as the case may be. You think me and you will be talking about Biafra? Or you better go Biafra from where I can't so what is the problem with Nigeria? Why will you be talking about Biafra? Everything is moving. Then why are you bringing about Biafra here? Whereas everything is functioning. That is why I respected the man that wrote the book, said Biafra is a metaphor, which was celebrated, and at the same time they launched the book by Soludo. Now, those of you that are talking about Idu, they begin to see Biafra as a curse name. Stupidity is what is disturbing all of you. All of you put together. The disease that comes from religion, the disease that comes from superstitions. That's what is holding many of you. Nigeria, you have been in Nigeria for many years. If not because of that, we now begin to see a need to quit because of the killing is too much. Now you now begin to see Biafra as another curse name. If they ask you, say because it's not because Biafra is a curse name. That is why we need to go Idu. And to tell you how wicked they are, the autopilot are. They have been championing this Idu together with the thief in Finland, saying that it's not a problem. There's no problem mentioning Idu. There's no problem. It's a provided is. But now they now begin to attack those that are mentioning Idu. Why? Because they are telling them to join them together. They say no. But this is what you are telling us, that there's no problem in it. I am waiting for the thief in Finland to make his position on that Idu, because people are claiming that the reason why they are having a problem is because of he refused to join Idu. I will play him his clip where he's telling us we need to support Idu because he's spiritual, that he has no problem with it. Very wicked people. Now, many of you that are also in autopilot, Chineke Gabok, and you are singing national anthem. Let me show you what I'm going to play you now. I know many of you may know where it comes from. Many of you may know where it comes from. What I'm going to show you now or play, you hear the sound. Why? The reason why I'm playing it is because I want to show you that when you accept something, when something is working in your life, you accept it. You don't care where it comes from. It becomes a norm in your life because it is for good. If the religion many of you embrace today is for good, we will not be complaining. There's a time we are playing this, our hymn, national anthem. A lady passed. She stopped and she asked me, which country are you from? I said, I'm from Biafra. She said, this thing you are playing, I know it. The thing attracted her to be in our midst. You are going to hear it. She came and left where she is going and now stood with us throughout the process of our demonstration. Why? Because of the sound she heard. That sound she's used to it. And we have embraced it. And many of us love it. We don't want to repeat it, just to tell you that in every life, in whatever we do in life, there must be a place you must adopt something. It is natural. Name does not fall from heaven. It's either an event that will bring a name, or somebody will decide to, so why not do it in this way? And people will generally accepted it. There's no problem in it. Like I said, I repeat again, if Nigeria is working, nobody today will be having a problem with Nigeria. Why we are having a problem and now have a need to go our separate way with our name that have been generally acceptable by our forefathers is because of the injustice, and that injustice is still on. Now let's go to the topic of the day, which is religion. Many of you have seen what is going on in Nigeria. Nigerian youth are daft, and I will prove to them they are daft species. Child, I don't know, many of you that have been entrapped there, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry, it's not your fault, and I don't know how to alleviate everybody's problem from that area. If you find yourself in that place, child, I'm very, very sorry. I don't know where to start. Never you think that what you are living is a life. You are being suffocated by disease, by an environment that kills people's destiny. If you are there now, the level you are as a human, if you have traveled out, you will be more better than the way you see yourself today. I know many of you will be claiming, I'm here, things is good for me, I am working hard. That your hard work, if you add it here in Western world, you will become, in fact, the sky will be your starting point, not even your limit. Now, let us go into the religion proper. Many of you know this man. I know why I normally start by repeating the word of Sadhguru. Sadhguru made us to understand that the religion is a concept of men. And if you say it is a lie, please, you can call me in and tell me, Methuselah, what you are teaching us today, you are trying to destroy our brain. You are trying to feed false information in us. I don't believe the assertion you are telling us. And that is why it is very, very good for you to speak and allow other people to also air their view. You can interrupt me. If you said what I'm preaching as per the religion, that is not a concept of man, that religion is not man-made, you can call me. I will pause and listen to you as a man of God. Many of you claim to be, but we know that is just a business. Many of you that dabble into it that are also sincere. It means that you don't understand the purpose of religion in our life. You don't know the meaning of religion. Religion is like a courtesan in Western world. In other words, you must be your brother's keeper. That's what religion means. And that is what is going on in every part of the world, but only in Africa. Exception in Africa. This is where it's a way to dupe innocent souls. It's a way to destroy people's way of thinking. And that is why we are in a mess. So now let's go to Sadhguru. I don't know, I do repeat this time without number, but I know why I want to repeat it again today, so that we can be able to, join it with what I have. Religion is
in you.
Correct.
If you control it.
Hold on there, my man. You reminded me something. And you reminded me that another instruction, another advice. Biafrans. I've gotten this advice like more than 10 times from different Biafrans. I want to make this appeal to all Biafrans worldwide. Because sometimes we need to step up our game. I have seen so many protests in different parts of the countries where we are in front of embassies. Instead of us to deliver the message that brought us to the embassy, we started praying. What are we praying? The nonsense they brought to us in our land. We started showing it to them. They will be looking at us. Yes, these are the perfect slaves. They can't do anything. They just come here to wail and cry. I just want to appeal that again. As we are moving to 1 million march, which Methuselah will be among in Brussels, I wouldn't mind to interrupt. What we are going there is to deliver our message to the Westerners. A kind of complaining about the evil they are dealing with our people. Nothing like to begin to pray in front of them. Religion is supposed to be inward. If you want to come and pray, stay in your fucking house and pray. Many of us come out and begin to show our stupidity in the public. Prayer is good. To call in the Chukwu is good. And everybody is supposed to be respected and carried along. We have a theist. I have seen an atheist who is with us in this struggle as a Biafran. He must be respected. What if I go there and I begin to do Allah Akbar? Okay, will you have a problem with me? If I go to any protest, for example, and we now allow people to pray, call the name, kneel down, begin to shout, all this Pentecostal shouting like mad people. We have one with us here. Chineke Menebere, from this struggle. He's not coming with us again. He coming, kneel down, there be all this nonsense speaking in tongues. Not channel line. The police now be a channel line. And I go off. We will die in Jesus' name. We will die in Jesus' name. What if I go to that protest, I begin to shout Allah Akbar? How will you feel? Let us keep that within us. It's an appeal that anywhere we go, we table our complaints. Our complaint is not by begging. It's by speaking bravely. Telling them that we are ready. We are ready to sacrifice ourselves in order to free our people. What we are doing is to complain, to let you know, so that when it will start, you will not say we didn't cry out. That's supposed to be our complaint in the open. Then if you want to pray, then you can go inside and pray. Many of you that are religious inclined, a father has stupidity. Get up the outside. Don't worry, we must continue. Sadhguru, I agree with you. Religion is supposed to be inward. If you want to pray now, go inside. Pray. God, after all, this Chukwu Adama we are calling. We say it's spiritual. So go and pray within you. You must hear the prayer. Don't carry it in the public to begin to embarrass many of us. which I will not hesitate to interrupt. All pray, everybody want to pray in your house. Unless maybe say, you know, just anabu ogunofo. Chukwu ka anya abịara n'ihu gị. Ihe ọwụrụ anyị na-ekwu ka ọ wụrụ ihe ga-amụta mkpụrụ n'ime gị. Too much talk is not in it. Oya, open your mouth and pray. Say, protest. Open your mouth and pray. In protest. We're going to keep that on one side. Let's listen to our man. I love this man and he makes points. This is a place. Imagine in a society where you can gather children and begin to learn like this. It is not like that in Nigeria. I hear that Kanu is coming to our land to do what they call crusade. And then I warn on here now. I'll get a question before. And then I warn, no, they're here. Many of you have, you know why I have a problem with this Christianity? You know why? They have power within their own fellow Christianity, or the power within the people that just allow them to do whatever they want. Carry that crusade now, travel to Bronu. But if you see the way they are warning us, we are warning IPOB, they should stay away from what we are doing. I said, so Christianity, even watch a muscle like this, you want IPOB to stay clear. No problem. Crusade. I don't want to talk too much on that. Let's continue.
Now we want to do our religion on the street. Religion cannot be done on the street. It can only be done within you. If you become truly religious, you must be beyond any kind of conflict, isn't it? Both within and outside. That is the whole crux of the religion, isn't it? But today religion means conflict. If you utter the word religion, you're talking generally in terms of conflict that is happening in the world, isn't it? This is because you have reduced an inward step into your set of beliefs. Because if you have to take an inward step, you have to transform yourself. If you have to believe something, you don't have to transform yourself. You can do whatever nonsense you want and still believe God is up in the heaven, isn't it?
Just like they're killing Deborah. Yes.
The crudest people, the cruelest people on the planet have always been talking about God, isn't it so? Yes or no?
Yes.
All the warmongers in the world have been talking about God, isn't it so? And God has been helping them. See, the moment you believe something, you have a new kind of confidence. That's the biggest problem. When idiots become very confident, the world is in danger. An intelligent person is constantly hesitating with life. With every step he wonders whether what he is doing is okay or not. But a fool has absolute confidence. And when his stupidity gets stamped by God, that's it. No looking back. Just can go on doing the most idiotic things without any problem about it.
You are correct, my man. We have them now. They are saying that you do. they say they are the people of Idu. That God said they are the. I have watching that woman called Nelly of Ebu. I always watch her when somebody asks, please, why are we Idu? Do you know her response? Because Chuko Gavana said we are Idu. This man said it now. When you are being stamped by that idiot, you can do whatever, you will not turn back because you believe that God have give you permission to go. If you see the way she shouting, Idu, where Idu, madam, okay, don't be offended. Why are we Idu? Because we are Idu, because Chuko Gavana say God of mercy. Some say Biafra is a name from somewhere. Now, in this country I am in, there's a place called Italia. Anabe Italia Strasse. Derived from Italy. And Sweden here. Anabe Sweden Plat. But here is not Sweden, but I have a Sweden here. They also have Italy here as a name of even not even only a street, a very popular name of a train station. In English, it is called Italy Street. Of Dutch is Italia Strasse. In German, another one, Sweden, which is Sweden Platz, which is a Sweden place. Here, they never say, hey, this is a name from Sweden. We cannot accept it. It's a name from somewhere. Why are we do? Because normally, if they say we do, normally we're supposed to listen to them. At least they can, if they can explain. But no explanation. No explanation. They say they are coming out today. When I hear today that wow, the Idu men are coming out today to say why we are Idu, brother. Men of calibers. Maybe elderly men are coming out to begin to teach us why we are Idu. My brother, I just watch what I saw for the same mad people. This time around, the people that are watching them are not even up to 100. When they say powerful people are coming to speak, that's 9 a.m. 9 a.m. May delay my program. So come let powerful people. Let the powerful people. Look at the powerful people. You know the powerful people of Idu. Look here. You will hear stupidity from religion, of course. I have seen one of them here now. He's writing Idu is, and I have said anybody have a contrary opinion should call in. That's why to tell you they are animals. And he's talking about this nonsense. Look here, look here. You're going to have Bible. Bible. Now look here, look here, look here, look here. Now this thing you talking about, does it prevent me from doing what I wanted to do? To tell you that many of you are wasting your time. You waste your time for nothing. You just waste your time. What you don't know is what is disturbing many of you. Now let's go. Let's go. Let us listen to like I said. You remember when the same so-called man of God, what is his name? Suleiman came and began to attack our people. And I call many of you, don't buy into that idea. They have an aim. But many of you that are not deeply into this struggle, you don't understand it. You say, oh, he's saying the truth. But what he said is the truth. You don't understand the game. And that's why we give many of you opportunity for a debate. Because through debate, you learn. Any day I will have somebody that the sense is normal to debate with me. You will see how debate flow. Anywhere I saw, anywhere I notice he's correct, I will tell you, brother, you are right. Because in a debate, you are not debating to win. Rather, you are debating to learn. Because there's knowledge in you that is not in me. Nobody is perfect. Oh, we're heading one man now. I don't know it. When the one I know and you don't know it. So when we come together, you make your point, I make my point. I say, brother, you are right. This place you are talking now, you are right. And I learn. But they don't come. They never come. The one that came, only one person that agreed to come. Ajoy, he will not answer. If you ask him a question, he don't want to answer. Do you believe that you are following the instruction of our leader? He don't want to answer. Then how do we debate with such people? We are backwards. We are very, very, very far. Very far. Let listen to the voice of our leader. Let me see what I have here. I have a lot here. Is it what I have here about how to, this one is talking about the stupidity of black people not coming together to care for one another. I think let me start it here. Just give me like 10 minutes. I will be back.
What is wrong with black people? When they go into power, they don't want to relinquish it. They don't want to. And nobody, what I find funny is that, were you people watching the program on National Geographic Wild yesterday?
Honorable Nabaloso, explain. What we are going to hear now is Honorable One Abaloso, which is the slogan of Ipob, which we want to inculcate in every freedom fighter among us. But we now found out witches and stupidity in the name of autopilot you do. And one day joke. How come you joke? One day the men that stand on the truth. You are standing on the truth, yes. And then as you are standing on the truth, do I have it here? Let me see. I think it's good for you to understand it. You are standing on the truth. You are telling us that we should listen to a woman talking about Idu. That there's no problem with that. But now you refuse to join her. But you are preaching to us that there's no problem with many of you talking about Idu. Look at it. I'm waiting for that guy. I'm waiting for him to come out and begin to talk about that I'm having problem with this woman because he said I should do Idu. I said I don't want to do Idu. That's why he's having a problem with me. I said I'm waiting for him. to make such utterances. Man, I'll bury him with his words. What is going on? Please log in. I need you to log in. Can't log you in. Methuselah have different options. If you refuse to log in from this side, I log you from this side. That's why I always have alternatives. I have very alternatives because of failure to disappoint. I don't want people to wait for something that they cannot see it. On the brother Nnamdi also, this is what our leader wanted to preach now. And you must learn how to become your brother's keeper. Very necessary. If you now go inside, you begin to blame your brother. Oh no, ma. Oh, here, these are the reason why the world is moving forward. You have to protect your brother. If I'm inside, it's not one every like you can't play like that. Oh yeah, one brother Nnamdi also. They don't understand it. They just join the struggle. Anyone do joke. Oh yeah, watch. You see what I have here, Chineka. Let me see if you what I have here.
So why? But the coastal region, so many of them don't like Biafra. We don't know for.
Wait. You see what you have here?
I am not concerned about what people are doing. Maybe your Facebook is doing something that if you know, you will protect her more than me.
Okay,
at least.
Okay, hold on there. You see what you are thinking? This is not what I have. As I have it alone. This guy when I stand by record what he's talking. This one I don't want to bring it now. This is not what I want. So wait. This is not what I want now. Let me see if it's this I want.
They need to start saying it too.
So
we now have what we call
this is what I have here.
Why do you have problem with that? What do you do now? Since let other people mention it too now. Since they want to mention it, why do you have problem with that? Let us.
You see what I have here?
I don't have problem with them mentioning it too. So why is it your problem? Why is it that it is your problem?
But I'm hearing now that you are having a problem because you refuse to join Idu. You got join here. What a problem? You got join here. Wicked people. You must join them.
Why do you leave Fulanis? Why do you leave what you should bring Mazi Methuselah?
Hold on there. I'm coming to you. Let's go straight to our leader. Let's go to the broadcast of our leader. You're making a point about Buffalo. And I think many of you must have heard it before. But let's go. I will not interrupt. I beg pardon. Let's go.
Did you see it? There was this buffalo being attacked by lions. By many lions. Two pride attacked one buffalo. They want to bring it down. The buffalo tried. Do you know the other? These are animals, or wild animals. The other buffaloes kept looking at the lions, attacking their family member.
Wait, our leader. Our people. They love if they play the show. Let me bring the buffalo. Buffalo rescued by the other buffalo. Buffalo versus fighting with a rescued. Buffalo rescued. I know this rescue from lions. Our people, many of them are daft, especially the one they call autopilot. Do chai. I don't know how many of you see those people. I don't see them as human beings. I tell you. No hatred, brother. Natural. I know many of you will be thinking that I'm here to talk about Fulani. We are going to talk about religion, the stupidity that comes out from that religion, which is what we see today as autopilot do. That's how I'm doing joke. Is it what I have here? I think is what I have here. Let me see. Yes, is what I have here. I think our leader is good for this thing is playing while your voice is coming out. Okay, make more sense. Our people now who have retentive memory. Any day now question something it is late. Especially when they are about autopilot, you question it is late. Okay, I understand. Let me bring it to the screen so that we open water. Yes, this is what I have here. Our leader will continue your wonderful broadcast of being on the government Nabolos. This is 7:02. Let me leave it here. 7 or 6. Let me start it from here. Let's start it from here.
The program on National Geographic Wild yesterday. Did you see it? There was this buffalo being attacked by lions. By many lions. Two pride attacked one buffalo. They want to bring it down. The buffalo tried. Do you know the other? These are animals, or wild animals. The other buffaloes kept looking at the lions, attacking their family member. When some of them mustered the courage to come close, the lions chased them away, and the number of buffalo, if I can, is nearly 10,000. with about, say, I think the lions and the lionesses and their little cubs, say they were numbering, say, about 22 or 23 or thereabout. On top of, they pull down this giant buffalo, water buffalo. Do you know, animals are clever, you know. Do you know that these buffaloes, they went and regrouped, they called everybody, and they charged on the lions, and the lions ran away. I'm telling you, they rescued. In fact, the commentator was saying that if you see the way that the lions were holding on to this buffalo, they were biting it on the nose, on the legs, they brought it down, ready to kill it. The other one said, if we keep quiet, this our uncle here will die. Do you know what? I don't know if they how they spoke to him. All that herd of water buffalo, they turned and charged to go and rescue somebody being held, or one of them being held by the lion, by the pride, the two prides that attacked. Do you know that they rescued that very animal? But do you know that such a thing doesn't happen even in Africa?
At all. At all.
They will see
At all.
only 5 policemen.
I have it here. I think I don't know if I should play it. I have it here. I played it the last 2 years. They blocked me. They blocked me for showing it. There's one cripple man. I don't know whether many of you have seen it. A cripple man. In fact, na Facebook are dealing with us. I don't know. That's something you post now, you go free. If I post it, I will not go free. There's a cripple man on wheelchair. Military brought a guy down from the wheelchair and started molesting the guy. With a wheelchair, drawing him around, and beating the hell out of him. People are watching. Do you know what they're doing? People are doing. They bring their phone and be snapping. Nah, the thing. Well, these are the reason why they are holding this man. This man is not with the guns and bullets. Forget about this accusing him, you kill this or no. He is waking people up. Military will challenge you today. Oh yeah. You kill their brothers. Before, if you kill somebody, they will go and cry and that's all. If you kill any Biafrans now, they will go and begin to find how to revenge. Which is how it's supposed to be. You don't have any right to take any life. You don't have it. So if you kill my person now, report on the same police station that are also supporting the killing of my people, them has some right statement, no, I will die together with them. That is the mind now is in us. And I know many of you that are doing autopilot you do. It's not like that. What is in your mind now is a super chat and star. And then how to accuse Biafrans of being demonized. That he do is God sent. Then Biafra is an evil because of religion. That's what our leader is teaching us.
Arresting and killing somebody. The crowd that will gather to watch is over 4,000. And they will allow the police to finish committing their impunity, yes, and they will go away. Nobody will touch them. And they will be taking pictures. Do you see why even wild animals in the Serengeti forest are more reasonable than some black people?
Then on that note, our leader, on that note, before, let us change the name we are calling Nigeria. Nigeria is not a zoo. Many of you that are in Western world, you have been to the zoo now. Do you see how they keep them separate, very clean, neat? If you see where they're enjoying life. Many of you that are still in that place, if there's a way for me to turn you to animal to come here, it will be better. It's not an insult. I swear. They have their clinic. They have maybe one day I will carry I will do a live program on that area. If you see the hospital of animal, veterinary hospital, very clean. If you see how the owner will carry it and come, they take number by number, doctor there to take care of them. Very clean. And about cardo, if you have a play number, just in the front, a treat animal. If you see a dog today, hi, one I don't know how to start, but let me leave it like that. I want you to continue. Please, animals have sense more than many of you, especially the Nigerians. What can make somebody to be still talking about Nigeria will be better? Nigeria will be better. You know what? You need a good leader. Good leader. That is the only way we can be better. Good leader. Where is the leader coming from? Where has been this leader for long now that he's not speaking up? This leader now, is it a fresh person or has he been inside either APC or PDP? No, the leader that is coming to rescue many of you now, is it just a fresh somebody? I just moved out now from the hospital. then they decide they contest to better the Nigeria, or somebody that's already inside these political parties. Sometimes I have to ask. Sometimes you need to come down very low so that I can understand people's way of reasoning. Now sometimes sometimes I want to think like a stupid person to understand autopilot you do, but still I could not even understand it. In other words, they are lower than stupidity and idiocy, I tell you. Because I have come down to the lowest ebb. Still, I cannot understand how they reason. We are do in the middle of the night like that. We change, you are no more Biafra. The man that even starting that Biafra is not with you. You've never debated with him. So okay, Mazi Methuselah, come, let us have a debate. We are not Biafra, we are now Idu. Maybe you say you debate, and then he say no, we must be Biafra. You don't understand. And you are still imposing on him that he is also an Idu man. He said inside the DSS custody, you are already labeled him Idu. You don't even want to hear his opinion. Try. Now what about each other? Say how? We are very, very far.
If you like, write to National Geographic and ask them of that very clip of where water buffaloes came back and chased away lions trying to eat one of their own. They'll send it to you. I'm sure it's even on YouTube. Do you know that in Africa, African people with PhD, they cannot do that? That is why somebody can be in power for 30 years. And that man occupying that seat for 30 years, is it his personal property? Just idiot away because you don't have. But these are black people. And that's so poor. It's the turn of my village to lead him. After him is the turn of Mbarak. After Mbarak, people are so foolish. And you wonder why you are suffering. You wonder why you don't have electricity right now. You wonder why you have no running water. You wonder why your schools are crumbling. You wonder why your roads are filled with potholes in them. Because of your brain. Your brain is not doing what it's supposed to do. People are telling us, oh, they may come to Abba for you. If they mobilize the zoo, police, or army against us, none of them will go back. Because we are many. They can't go. Because you need to drive into Abba and to drive out. You cannot leave. You can't escape it. And then, of course, we are looking for an excuse to rebel anyway. That there will be an excuse for us to start the revolution. We outnumber these people. These criminals, we outnumber them by nearly 100,000 to 1. Look at the whole of Abbey. Only one man is holding everybody to ransom. Theodore. One man. Only Omwanya in town will descend on his house and he will pay every teacher's salary that same night. But will they do it? No. And also possible. Even animals in the Serengeti
And all you do every day
can rescue their own from the jaws of lions. How about you? Can you rescue teachers from the jaws of TARG? That is the question. Because you have the power to do so. If we go and blockade government house somewhere and say this man is not going anywhere, shoot us, let us see. We will pay all the salaries, all of them. You don't know where the answer is no. I told you.
IPOB one family child. IPOB normal. If you are not in IPOB, I'm sorry for you. It's not that I'm trying to segregate. You need to enter them so that you understand how they function. I mean IPOB, the new ones. Not tell man or her that well, like what happened this time around is good. At least that makes so many people to go out of this struggle and begin to answer you do. If you don't like what has happened, then you don't understand the basis of life. What happened is natural. To separate the idiots from the real freedom fighter. I tell you. That is why I told many of you, anybody that have dabbled into this, you do autopilot. Never you accept the idiot back. I tell you. If your brain can be deceived and you are still there up to now, you know, those of them that have been deceived initially, that wash back, they are started preaching about it. Like somebody like Paul Achebe, them exceptionals. Those of them, not those that just quit and close their mouth. Those of them that realize that wow, we have gone in the wrong way because Human beings are capable of doing mistakes. We are what I call, we are not perfect in life. We do mistakes. But when you retrace from that mistake, you begin to teach about the lesson you've gotten from that mistake you've made in order to galvanize, to protect others from flowing the same direction. These are the people that are supposed to leave. You see, those that have realized that have made a mistake, they lock their mouth. Worst, they are very wicked. Never you accept them. If they tell you, let us, it's only my leader, no, now. I don't know, I want to wait for him to come out. Usually poison, they don't deserve to live. You know, I have a live program. I do repeat it every time. Each and every human being that deserves to be on this planet. There's a lot of people that are causing havoc, which are going to hear tonight.
Is why there is need. $12.5 billion oil money. Experts agree with Sanusi's call for probe. Experts in various economic spheres.
Hold on there, Walida. Hold on there. I think Honorable One Nabal also continues. I think this is what I have here. Is it what you have here? Or this one is for religion? Let me see if it's what you have here. They say we hate ourselves. Igbos hate themselves. That is a divide and rule tactics we've conquered long time ago.
Anywhere. I want to leave. I want that.
Let me see what I have.
As for me, I am the people. How many times do I need to explain this to our people to understand? Did the Hakim win election? The answer is no. Abacha won, but they put in a Hakim. What's wrong with our people? I told you before, although they did the election to go into Anambra governor's office, when he started performing some wonders by building 2-3 roads, they removed him. They said, here comes another Mbakwe. We don't want another Mbakwe. Don't you know that these governors you're mentioning, is it your dodge? You know that Golden Guinea Wine is closed, About Textile Mill closed, About Glass Factory closed. Are you aware of that? Liver Brothers left about to go to Ghana. Are you aware of that? Do you know that nothing is working? Ceramic Stampo, Olonam Farm Settlement. Do you want me to keep mentioning names?
Hold on now, our leader. I think there's a place here you needed to talk to these people. Anything here. They need more than me. This is 216. Let me start from here.
We will not abandon you, and nobody can buy us. Okay. We are unbuyable.
Okay.
The list now. You keep list, don't you? You also support the struggle. Sacrifice their life to make your land free, and people are doubting when Biafra is coming. Isn't that stupid? Very, very foolish. Can you imagine how angry somebody who walked through the desert will feel when you give them gum at home and say your problem is rotas or culture? To do Biafran work at home. And you're still saying I'm here, but all of you are
correct man. Go back a little bit. They are here. See the man, he's making a point. That man, if you watch now, he's making a point. They are daft. They don't understand the game they're playing. And we are mind game to create enmity among you. My brother, it is natural that in every society there must disagree to agree. There must be a black sheep in every society, which we are having today as autopilot. I will not, because of autopilot, I begin to hate every Biafran. Are they possible? But you cannot generalize it as a people. And you bought into it. And the more you continue buying into it, they continue to begin to divide their mind. This is the reason why you need to join this struggle. What this struggle has made us to begin to see one another as brothers. You begin to love yourself small. We are coming together. What is not possible before become possible. We are going to Brussels today, or maybe on 13th, to meet ourselves on 14th and 15th. Many people have even started calling me. Are you coming? I don't know them before. I don't know them. Can you even believe that somebody wanted to host me in Switzerland? Methuselah, please, I want to bring you to Switzerland. I want you to come to us. We want to see you. I say, what? And I say, we love what you are doing. Say, ordinarily, what I'm talking. Yes, he said, you are talking now, but it's good you are talking. We want to see you. Just like that. Love. I say, no, I'm not doing anything, please. I'm only just talking. Maybe let us see when we come to 1 million miles. Brothers. Many of us are going here to see our brothers that they used to see on the internet. They want to see them, hug them, shake them, encourage them, exchange words with one another. Love, and a build. It's true, they hate themselves. That's why they sell our leader. religious people. You know, we are late. You know, we are late, brothers. You know, we are late. Oh, you know, can have mind be this struggle. Yeah, no, we are mind be this struggle. No, can convert to so many people. No, convert now and then not into this struggle. These are the ones that join it out of our leader Hanach. It's funny. Let us go and listen to him. They are not getting the message. So we that grab the message, it is called self-love. When you hear our leader saying that Biafra will be the best country in the whole world, give one you see is a lie. You must love yourself, self-love, promote yourself. When you hear him saying Biafra is the highest, is even more larger than BBC CNN, you talk again and argue. So each of them love one other people's own. Have to promote his own. Okay, in about oh, don't look on the kind of on this struggle. We must learn how to promote ourselves. Our leader, let me take it back a little bit. They need to hear it. We love ourselves. We love ourselves.
That's the way you are.
Yes.
You never think ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You never planned ahead in your life. Never. We have never sat down as a race before to plan 2 weeks ahead. So that is why Boko Haram, as bad as they are the ones that will help us. They will keep pursuing us, so they will keep killing us until people will feel exactly the same way our brother felt.
Calamity.
Our two brothers that spoke here.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you feel that way, then you know you've had enough. And then you go and fight and get Biafra.
Exactly.
So,
Calamity.
who tells me that Biafra is real?
Boko Haram.
From a very flippant point of view, is Boko Haram.
Mm-hmm.
But there are two things that convinced me that this year and next year, if we don't get Biafra, we should forget it. I told you.
Now, you see this statement now. You see this statement he made now. People begin to work on it. Many people like us, we hear this statement and say, but he said we'll get this Biafra by last year and we didn't get it. What is constant in life is change. Many people begin to work against him. Okay, for example now, if I say Biafra is coming tomorrow and you now find a way to adopt me, you find a way to begin to work against me, there will be a delay. Just like they have delayed us a little bit, we are coming back now. Have you now begun to see the time we wasted trying to discover what is the reality? We have spent not less than 7 months. I didn't have promised something. Now we have a group of people coming to make sure that his word doesn't stand. Or Bible. The word of this man is Bible. Many people can interpret it the way they like, the way they understand. They hear that this man say we must get this Biafra today, tomorrow. They say, wow, let's come to begin to work against him, to make sure we now begin to convince others that, can you see it? He said Biafra is coming tomorrow, he didn't come. You people are still following him. We understood the antecedent. We understood that many of you are here to destroy that handwork. And the only thing and advice I have to give many of you, we must continue. South Africa, they spent not less than 20-something years to regain what they call freedom, even though they are not free. And yet, they murmur, and still they are up to today more better than Nigeria, more better than even Biafrans. So the calling of Biafra does not lie 100% in the hand of Ipob. It lies in the hand of Biafrans as a whole. Today, Ijo have declared their own. Ijo, I saw them. Ijo nation. Here is their flag. I'm not against them. But I will be very happy if they are serious. I swear. I wouldn't mind other ethnicities. Say Calabar, find their own country. Akwa Ibom, your own country. Anambra, your own country. I will be happy. After all, Liechtenstein here. How many are they? You find a country, Malta. You find a country not even up to 1 million. How many population in Anambra? So when I saw Ijo Republic, saw Ijo nation with their flag, serious, I would like it. But I know they are not serious. They just want to collect money because election is coming to the corner. So these are the people that are holding us back, not IPO, to get the Biafra. I tell you. Now let's go. I will not interrupt you. Let's go. But what are the messages that on the one Nabolos?
Before that, 2014 is the year of the blood moon. And for those of you who are not conversant with God and nature, this thing happens once every 500 years. And the day it is happening on this year, I'm not going to tell you to do Biafran work at home. And you're still saying, but all of you are here. Are we giving you money to come here? Did we bribe anybody here to come? You came because you wanted to hear this message of redemption. That's why you're here. And hopefully, long after I am gone from Italy, you will still keep attending meetings and make your contributions felt here in Italy. The whole world is proud of you, what you've done in Italy. Very, very proud. Now we don't want to let them down. I want you to be angry with Boko Haram, but also angry with those people who are bearing Biafran names, but they keep asking stupid questions every blessed day. Why don't you sit back and say, let us surprise them? I would love it if they go to look for visa to come to see us, you see, at home. Because if you do not contribute to this struggle, you will not come into Biafra land. The highest thing you can do is you go and join Yoruba or Hausa people.
It happened in Kosovo. This statement right is the statement, the reason why one idiot, they call it Zao, he got angry. Why would he say anybody that didn't contribute will not enter Biafra? That is the reason why everybody needs to join this struggle. You join a MHR program, get cooperate with a game YouTuber, a blogger, a information from Biafra. You will a guy taking your own channel. You make your money now. I just say, we are promoting the Biafra struggle. Can't you see that I have a page that I'm using to promote the Biafra? But you are not doing anything. Rather, you are making money out of the pens and the blood of innocent souls. You are claiming you are a blogger. I met a program when we are getting on our website. We have viewers. Now every month they collect our salary. Then they are getting we are fighting for Biafra. Join the struggle. That's what he's telling you.
And you die with them. We want to set an example. We want to build a charitable country. So you will learn to bring from your pocket to help other people who are less privileged. Some of you trekked the desert to come here. But despite all that, these are the people I respect and I love. Despite what you went through, some of you nearly died. You still bring out money from your pocket to support Biafra to free those who are at home. That is remarkable. Remarkable. How dare anybody say we are not united?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
Somebody trekked from their village to Italy, yet they come to support their land to be free, prepared to sacrifice their life to make their land free. And people are doubting when Biafra is coming. Isn't that stupid? Very, very foolish.
Say the cost now.
Can you imagine how angry somebody who walked through the desert will feel when you give them gum at home and say your problem is Rochas or Kolacha? Do you imagine what will happen to him? Some of you thought that Gaddafi was too powerful, isn't it? You know where they got him? Not in a tunnel. In a sewage. Gutter. There are people that don't want to say what comes out through a sewage. That's where he was hiding. And they shot the idiot in the head to tell him he's a human being, that he bleeds. Do you know that when Cromwell carried out a revolution in England, they caught the then king of England, King Charles I. They caught him. They asked him, he said, you don't have the right to judge me because I rule. God asked me and my family to rule you forever. They said, okay, we are now going to show you that you are like a human being like us. Is that correct? What did they do to King Charles I? There is history. They cut off his head. Oliver Cromwell put it on a pole to show people that this man telling you he's king from God, he's also like you. His head can come off, you know. Everything born by a woman bleeds.
For sure.
You must be without fear before your enemies. We will fight them wherever we see them. That was how El Kanemi of Borno defeated the Fulanis. Borno State, where Boko Haram is killing people today, is the only Hausa territory not to fall under Fulani and control, direct control. Do you know that? Do you know that is why Boko Haram is active in Borno? El Kanemi used a very simple tactics. Wherever he hears that Fulanis are gathering, he'll go there and attack them. That was how he kept Borno safe. Before the Fulanis came, there was the Kanu Borno Empire. Did you hear about it? Ancient people, and civilized as well. Hausa people, not Fulani. Fulani turned Hausa people into bad people. Hausa people are good people until the Fulanis came. Do you know that? Hausa people are good people until the Fulanis came and turned them into blood-sucking monsters. People ask us, when is Biafra coming? Let them stay in Padova. When our country comes, we have the list now. Now, you keep list, don't you? You also support the struggle. You will put it in our computer now at the airport. You know, when we scan your passport, the computer will tell us if you are one of us or not. You know, they do it in Kosovo. You know that?
Yes.
Kosovo,
yes.
They do it in Kosovo.
Yes.
If you didn't contribute to their struggle, they ask you to go back. When you're ready, you come. They will know.
Exactly.
They deport you. But what can you get, man? A class for 2 days on Facebook. And then so what? You must support this struggle. It's not very difficult. All of you in this room alone, this hall alone, can move mountains. But the assurance we are giving you is that we will not lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
We will not deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
We will not abandon you.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can buy us. We are unbuyable.
Mm-hmm.
No amount of money can buy us, and I will tell you why. You know, the same money cannot buy love. Is that correct? The love I receive, the love Barrister Mazi receives, the love received by Ikechukwu Karo Monday, who doesn't matter. The love received by Karo Monday, the love received by Dr. Justin Akujeze, by Odenibo, and our people all over the world. And money by it?
At all.
When I go to Facebook, people are praying for you already. Even before I wake up, people are praying.
Exactly. Even ordinary me. They say, if you see how our people are writing, brother, please continue what you are doing. May you go get my blessing. Chai. I will see the write off. Please don't lose hope. Listen, the advice on all. Only advice in the Biafra land. Now come some music hope. Chai. All that things that move us. Well, it's okay. All off. That is what we build up in this struggle. I know we have ups and downs. Now, at this struggle, they don't fit. They don't qualify to be in this struggle. They are still here. So we are praying for more calamity to see a way to kick them out. We are praying for more calamity. How many questions on this our midst? I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. A lot of people don't supposed to be here, but they are here. Many of them don't even know their left and right. They just know either hold one position or the other. They don't know the job. And when they're not there, when nothing. Here now, a clique, a cartel. Anything really kick them, they don't care. Boy, I get where I want to go now. But you are assuming a position. But it's okay. The reason is that you can support this struggle anywhere you are. It doesn't mean that you must be ups and downs. You can support it from your house, promoting the Biafran struggle. For many of you that have, not everybody will have time to be a registered member. I can accept that. Many of you are living in a country where there's no IPO. So that is why you can support it anywhere. It doesn't mean to be a member. Not to dabble into the leadership, as per se. You can support it in your house. You can begin to speak about Biafra. You can just promote. Not after promoting, then you begin to put ear like this. I'm talking now, and they like me. Look at the number of people that are liking me. Let me now begin to ask what are they doing in the leadership to step aside. Now because I have another perspective. Arrogance. It is called arrogance. Not what is called, I tell you.
Can money buy it? Do you know what it means to travel without paying for a hotel bill? Try it. It's very good.
I'll tell you, brother. I'll tell you.
Try it. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it means for people to say, come and see us, come and see us, come and see us, and they feed you, and in this case, some of them clothe you?
Yeah.
After all, you bought this for me. If you notice, I've changed it from the one I used to wear before.
Sorry.
It was bought in Italy. It's Italian made. Somebody asked me if it was Prada. I said, no, if it is Prada now, those of them in Bilio will say I'm spending the money for transmitter in buying expensive scarf. It's not, it was going to me as a present.
Exactly.
And it's not Prada
Exactly. Oh, Anita, wait.
We will not.
Wait. They said that they are now living in a mansion. Chike doesn't mean driving one car in expensive house. Buy houses. Chike doesn't mean now living in a mansion. Driving jeep. Ndị na-aga azụta nwoke moto ịma ya ịhụrụ ogbenye ịhụ ka ya fellow ogbenye bịara na wa tike ya obi anya ụfụ na-emegu ọ dịkọta m nọ ya na-enyere nwa aka nwanne esoro m na ha na-eme ọnwụ iti ọnụ na-abụrụ nwa jeep ma ịghọtago ndaba n'ime ya na ha sị ọwụ ego IPOB na ọ dị isi m na-ekwu na-apụta na-aba mba na IPOB na-azụrụ m ma na ọ ya zụrụ m dis kamba ogbenye adịghị akwana m ime freedom fighting na no go lie you ogbenye awụghakwa say you can get money but you're ogbenye mentally. I don't know whether you understand me. You don't need to be greedy. As a Chike doesn't receive what is 2,000 even self you know na Chike doesn't receive $2,000 every month. You go share the angry. I know many of you at home 2,000 na deko wo heaven and earth. No. Some people here almost $2,000 is some people's say 20 days salary. 20 days. It's not even up to 1 month. Then I say here. And my dollars is lower compared to euro. Oh, but I don't have any freedom fighting. Anyway, let's leave it like that.
Disappoint you. Kanu you. Any day you hear me stop talking the way I do or stop pursuing Biafra, I'll tell you, oh, cause if you don't kill me, then you're an idiot.
Hi, Onyoma, I know. That's why I'm following you. I know this is, but
we can't deceive you. Number one thing is that we cannot, and I will tell you why. If my name is amongst you that got Biafra, I will live forever. It is called immortality.
Correct, man.
Give your people Biafran freedom, and your name will be remembered as long as there is a man on this planet.
Correct.
That is called immortality. And no amount of money can buy that. You will become immortals. That is what we ask you to become. I'm Kanu, you see. My father is I.O. Kanu. He can come to my house 12 midnight to open the door for you. So my incorruptibility started from even my great-grandfathers that gave birth to Kanu, that gave birth to Oku, that gave birth to me. Incorruptible. My grandfather was the oracle of was holding the oracle of my village. My father has the plan of my village till tomorrow, so he can sell everybody if he wants to. But he's a good man. A very good man. That is the stock we come from. That is why our enemies have nothing bad to say about us.
At all.
Because you probably are not determined that we should come. And it's an honor to serve you. I consider it a privilege.
Yes.
I'm very lucky.
It's a privilege.
That I'm serving a people called Biafrans. Yes. Very, very lucky.
Even me.
Very lucky. Please.
You say, I'm there.
You have something to say?
I'm there. That's the voice of Adida, encouraging us to not to dabble into super chats. Many of them delay today because of super chats. Many. Always spirit of money. Another them it's not good to depend or make a provision for people to be giving you money. Sometimes it distracts. Let's assume I'm talking now and I see money pass. I have to pay attention to that money. I will say, hey, thank you for giving me super chat. Thank you, Mr. A and B, for giving me super chat. Then I have lost concentration on the spirit that is leading me to preach. If I preach again, I have to recognize people that are giving me super chat now. Yes, you cannot give me super chat. I just close my eyes. I have to stop what I'm talking to greet you. Spirit of money or begging email. Then other ones that are working with me. If you see me now that are receiving money, if you come my platform, 500 euro, 3,000 euro, 300 euro, $100. But we are working. We are doing the same struggle. Then if I go to my platform, nobody is talking about money. I have to own the spirit of envy and envy. That's why you see autopilot today scattered because of that enviness. On natural. For you may not understand it. It is natural, brothers. All the natural. Okay, let me give you an example. You may not understand it. Imagine you are two of you now. You have a friend, and both of you, came through Sahara Desert to Italy, for example, and maybe you started living your own, and he's living his own. One day he call you, okay, Chuku, I have gotten an Italian passport, and you have never gotten. Now, there's an spirit will begin to tell you, not that you are angry for the person in question, but the circumstances surrounded that person will be what will be envy. It's called envy. It is inside. It's natural. It means so you have gotten your passport, I've never gotten, because you are comparing your life with him. Had it been they tell you a white man from another, an European, say maybe somebody from Afghanistan came through the same place, and they say he have gotten his own passport, you may not have that envy, because after all, okay, maybe it's because where he's come from is from Afghanistan, that's why they give him passport. But the person that comes from the same place you are from, you must be worried. It will see as if we are not moving forward. So many of them now that are the same umbrella of autopilot, nobody's giving them money, but they're talking about the same thing the idiot in Finland is talking. Envy now started. They now begin to talk about super chat. Is it today they know that he's collecting super chat? I ask many of you. It's not today. But when they now begin to call themselves autopilot, then they now begin to see envy started coming in. And the idiot know that he's not doing anything. It's just for monetary sake. I have his own clip where he's talking about that he's rich, that he can never suffer in this life, even though he stopped working. I have it. He said, if I stop working, I will never suffer until I die. I want billions of dollars. No. I don't go to holidays. It's like I will start going to holidays. Child. One now Oshi people that are idiocy, and those that I want this struggle to go down, that are supporting him. So, and how to know that that doesn't exist. See how popular CM80 could sit at home. Our sister, I don't know whether she play. Let me play your clip. I think it's worth it. Let it not be as if it's from me. Let me play the clip of this our sister. Our sister that was once with them. Is asking him a question. It's good to let me see if I can be able to post this. Let me see if I can post it. I think my Facebook is on. Which of them Facebook is on? Let me on my Facebook. This our sister asked a very good question, and that question is what I wanted to ask now, to see whether many of you can give me the response. She was with them, and I lambasted her. Me personally, I lambasted her. She's the first person I descended on in this struggle as a woman. I don't talk to women anyhow, but she's the first person, and I know why. But today we are not having a problem. We said disagree to agree. Let us see this question our sister asked. If they know they are in charge of this struggle, they are deceiving many of you. Say it equally sit at home on a day that is not assigned to be sit at home in the life of Biafrans, like the one they did. Our sister, let me bring you at the 17th minute. Let me bring you at 17th minute. Wait, this is a 15:70. I think let's start it from here. You asked a very good question, and I want to repeat it.
To you, the Biafra said they won't follow you. They just like frog. They follow you. Now the one say poverty won't strike the finish for Biafra land. But the one
and let me bring you to the screen. Let me you want to bring on the screen. But I hope because I don't know. Another cancer that is coming up. Today they are with the thief in Finland. Tomorrow they are not with. But let me play your clip. It's a question you ask. I don't want it to come from me.
Now the people like us, we know what it is. Now the people like us, we know what it is. Our people will be say the day back home. You get evil plans, Amonika. You get evil plans. People don't they say this thing since now. And they get every reason to know. Say really get evil plans.
Well, that's what we have been shouting for months now. Many of them are still there. Even those that are still there, they are the ones that they knew what they are doing. Many of you, there are people that we are deceived. That's why I said, if you come out of that place, you must speak.
Why are they backing now? Nat, I don't know why this man should allow this dog with this kind of big dogs Come, let's go. The dogs are very big. Now wow. They are very big and their boss is far away. Supposed to close the gate. Things never dey happen for your own state. They keep Deborah. You know what freedom fighting is all about? Simon Ekpa. You that know what freedom fighting is all about. What have you done? Even your own state. Things never dey happen for your own state. Things never dey happen for your own state. They keep Deborah. Samuel, they keep Deborah recently. As e be say you be Odunga, I think say maybe Biafra land go don talk to another thing now. Fulani the way they dey for don all of them for don, you know, the for don dey take am. I think say Fulani go don dey take am already. Samuel Ekpa, you come dey use if they kill one Biafra, you people should send call me. If they kill one Biafra in the north, call me.
He said it. The guy, wow, the guy, I don't know. You know, told you now, Bamba, why US have never spoken. They don't do anything now. They have killed our people. If many of you, with the time, you've never denounced IPOB and join autopilot. Before we be look at now, they have killed our people in the north now. US have never done anything. They need to give action. And you soon you can action as autopilot.
Why you don't want me to kill one Biafra first? I do all the businesses where they loot, destroy so. You know get business for Biafra land. You dey wait me the come, me they keep Biafra before you go know say you go do one thing. Now only coward now they use it. If you do this, I'm going to do that. If you do this, they don't already they do you. Who don't they do you? Biafrans that they climb ceiling, now top of roof. Now they all of the day for north for Sokoto. On top of roots. If not before you forgot they criticize the leadership. What is the DS doing? What are they doing now? You know, leadership don't reach your power, your body. Display your power. Display.
Hold on there. I'm not here, sir. They're not here. Autopilot. Are you people not here? I'm going to open my line. Let me call one of them. Somebody send me a number that I should try and call one woman. My like it, one is a blue moon, my watch her. Come notice gonna how their brains are. Somebody send me a number of Bofun autopilot. Okay, Austin Okonkwo. You can borrow the number you today. I saw you doing program today. You press your number. I copied it. My boy Joe is it today? You know that he do. Is an evil plan. Miss Aho was to know Okonkwo Maka Mama Moko na pass through anything. Umaka she. I'm gonna have to make freedom. Jew man, right from birth. Idiot to block me. The number is not ringing. Let me call you with my main line. I don't want to. Normally, I don't supposed to call you with my main line. Let me call you with my main line. Let me call you with my main line. Let me book it here first. Come on with my main line. Ever you block on my block, ever. You block me here. Let me connect it. And I got to them, brothers. We go to them. Let me connect it and call you with my main line that you don't know. So that you can repeat here, continue to walk. And you know the freedom fighting. And you want the freedom fighter. And you all have a blue beret. You lie on one side. We are moving now. Are we not freedom fighters? Let me call you from this side. And you are a man. If you are a man, you pick a call and speak. This is how to know men. And walk from this side. This is +31. +31 687 186 186 910. I'm over here. What you gotta say? You need a shape. Whenever I say you want to display a real number, you will use it to track it. Yeah. What is going on? Okay. Really? Okay. Okay, the idiot off the phone. I think he made that number specifically for program. He's not also connecting here. So he off his phone. He off his phone. He's not also ringing from the main line. He off the phone. He's not ringing. The one he's using is separate. After the program, he off it. So that's why it's not ringing. There's somebody send me another number. Somebody send me a number. Somebody send me a number. Who send me a number of one lady like that? That is the autopilot I should call. Say from Switzerland. If you know you're watching from Biafra land and you've never gotten a card, a data from me, please, you have to write me here now. If you're a regular listener of Methuselah, please, not just ordinary people. If you're watching for the first time, or you're writing me for the first time, you don't need to bother. Actually, first. Let me. Somebody send me a number. If you know you are watching me and you said you have sent me a number of an autopilot I've never called, I just want to hear from them. Everything must not be fight. Okay, that man that blocked me. Let me see whether he's still, or am I still blocked? Yeah, they blocked me. The man is no more. The man also is no more. For the old man, no, he's blocked. He don't know that old man have blocked me. The old man have blocked me, brothers. Okay, let me call him with my real line. Yes, you are correct. Let me call him with my real number. The old man. Let me call him with my real number. Did you confirm and block my block? Or the matter the game. Yeah, so share me. From 39 5Q 5Q. This is my person number. So much like away. Yeah, he's here. Phone I didn't give into your on your phone. 2404. Let me call the man from here. You see what I was ringing from here? Okay. I have to change my profile picture. Let me change my profile picture to something else. So that they will not see it and not pick it. I have to change my profile picture to something else. I think about the boarding. Here is still boring. Just pay attention. What you're going to listen to now is the kidnappers. That's why we need Biafra. Those that kidnap our people and they are demanding for money. They are demanding for ransom. I know many of you have heard it. Let me play it while I find for these numbers.
Hello. 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 Yes, I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, what? I don't know about just, but what is really happening? The problem here is that bomb for the inside. You don't even know where it is.
They kidnap your people. The Fulani herdsmen hate your people. Even the question the other guy is asking is also trying to put the guy loaded in problem. Nonsense question. How many are you people now? Photographer follow. Nonsense question. Oh yeah, just have the question. Yeah, just see on internet or the people.
And that's why you get. If you say the problem when you enter, you call it another thing. Which can lie with this one? Which can no sense with this? If I say it's when today, you go pick up collect, you go pick up carrier.
Now what you they try to now how to settle you guys? Sorry.
You just now you go settle you. Now make you they tell us nonsense.
No.
Which can lie with this one now? We go tell you direct where today. We go come collect. You go come collect and fire.
If they make mistake, I ask them what is actually happening. You say you don't know where it goes.
Money matter 10 million. If you get the money, just read the money.
10 million to release one person.
Let me find how. I bet if you help me put phone on him. Then we know how. If you sorted. How many of una dey there? How many of una be photographer dey there? They like 7 or 10. They photographers. No, 3 again photographers. From Mary. Even 2 people, 3 or 4 people don't come. 2 or 3 people don't come.
They don't keep
You know.
That's what Jesus.
Is it all these people are from Mary they come from? I don't know. Some even I don't some photographers from Mary. How many of you and Messi there?
They ask no, not three. If in a day then come, if in a day then they go for the you go pay.
Now to raise money we dey find, bro, calm down now, my brother, calm down now. How to raise money we dey find?
Brother.
You know your own problem, no concern you for another thing problem. Do your own problem. Do your own problem. No mind another thing. Concern you another thing.
Okay, sir.
Just me.
Messi. Hello, Messi. Afforded. For Messi now.
Also,
my prayer or something. I beg speaking. Okay, oh sorry, I don't know. Okay, it's okay. Let me reason call. No worry. Now I just make call. Let me find how we go raise. Let me find how we go raise money. No worry.
no worry.
I beg. They will still call you for their own number. They'll call you for their own number. Okay. Hello. Okay. We're going to do a number for you. Leave a no go fire am now. Leave am later. I think for the bar. You don't hear what thing happen, man. You don't hear. If this our boy, they go finish them more. I mean, they tell them they leave them more. If you now want to do the game and do what in the carry these people go come out here. Assuming now, the money there, how you go take using together now? So that you tell you if you redeem the money, just tell me. Like me, I know how to collect the money. No control it. It's okay. Yeah, all my phone just there. Let's take call.
You know, so yeah, with the job of Fulanis, you know, it has not been today. All this Christianity, them. These are the opportunity for many of you have seen to rise up. Biafrans will now begin to raise their own. Everything is supposed to be orchestrated and planned. But you know, leadership, them everything. Or the when they kidnap. And as they are coming and doing it, I think I have one. I don't know whether I still have it here. It has been a long time. I don't know whether the man is still alive or whether they killed him. And the kind of money they are demanding. When I start illiterate, he's demanding for money. And then when mind, they don't have miss. They start bumbling illiterate. He's demanding for ransom. I tell you. I think I have one here. I don't know. Is it here? I pasted it. My Facebook. Okay, I have it. This is it. Yes.
I'm fine.
How much is that now?
As in cash. Let me explain to you, because every member of the family is running up and down. In cash now, we have 285,000. But the person that bought the car, wait to listen to me. The person that want to buy the car, he want to buy the car for 385,000. He said he will bring 200,000 by 5 o'clock. So please hold on. He said he will bring 200,000 by 5 o'clock. That means if we add this one, it will be 585,000 or so. Now I'm going to the family house. I want to see how much they have gathered there. Because this money, every member of the family is donating money. So when I get to the family house now, I will call you. Go ahead. What did you say? Okay, go on.
People are listening to you, Kata. I know to see common this one for my heart.
Even if now
15 million, Kata, now. I know to come you know to see water for my heart.
okay. Well, I will relate your message to the family.
You hear?
Because even me, as I talk to you, I'm not well. I'm receiving treatment. So let me go to the family.
I was spending Fulani. He received treatment.
I think you can 15 million don't Kata now. I know to see that one, you know to see common this one for my hand. You hear, ba?
So what do you want us to do now?
Part plenty money. I know like for the phone at 15 million.
Part plenty money.
You say even na 50 million, you know they collect.
Yes.
Let me tell you the truth, sir. Because I know you are a God-fearing man.
Hey, religion. Also, the man was a God-fearing man. Religions and hypocrisy. A very fearing, God-fearing man. Then hey, somebody they demanding for 50 million. One day, let us rise up once and for all. The reason why these people are dealing with us like this because the religion many of you embrace it talk nonsense. Forget if they talk, they can talk. I saw one man from outside, he's also I think from the north, a pastor. He's talking, yeah, you have to revenge. Since you have been going to church, since me personally, I've never gone to church and the pulpit, pastor or reverend father said, revenge any debt, keep back. I never hear it. All I've been hearing all my life is pray for forgiveness. Forgive your enemy. Whoever come to take your life, pray for the person to repent. Don't judge, don't take life you cannot give. Allow it for the God to take in control. All my life. So and they know. So now they are, and this one is talking about you're a God-fearing man. Hypocrisy.
Yes.
Let me tell you the truth, sir. Because I know you are a God-fearing man. In this country now, you know how much money is very scarce. You know the problem we are facing in this country. You understand? This man that you are carrying there, 2 of our children are at home, they cannot go to school.
Very sad, very sad.
We will try our best. The motor they don't want to buy for more than 385,000, and the man is not bringing much money on it.
And the guy is talking about that even if you bring 50 million, he's not collecting. You must bring more than 50 million. One person. And then 200 and 300,000. Imagine these people, well, they want to use it to buy more ammunition. It's not to build a house. It's to buy more ammunition for conquering. They are on a mission to conquer. This is, you see, as we are doing Biafra restoration, those of you that are doing it genuinely, as you can't do without Biafra restoration. The same way them now, their own is, if it is not conquering of everybody, they never believe in it. So this money now is demanding is to buy more ammunition. Many of you think it's to go and build mansion. No.
It's an old motor. You not get tired. Please, we are begging you in the name of God. I'm not talking any battle. I'm just begging you in the name of God.
I know they collect more money. Even at 15 million, they don't get that now. I know they collect them.
Let me finish with it. I'm going to the family house now. I'm trekking. When I get there,
I swear to God, I don't take that man.
I swear to God. Religion and God is a concept of man. Be like us. If you want to know how I operate in secret, you let me know. I don't believe it. Forget that. That's the way I take it. No, because what is the he put a smile on his face. Whatever I call my own G, it's me that's supposed to put smile, not him putting smile in my face. You know they do anything for me. I mean they do something for him. Like when you put outside, we laugh in order to maneuver our way. Me now have by face. If only now somebody who shouts on internet, who say I will do this, I will do that. I am the lion, I am the dragon. If only I like to show. I hope a male like this year is a strong person. You need to hear any horn, game man, or our noise, and a noise. Says a God fearing man. And I know they waste the man because they're talking 50 million and you're talking about 1,000, 300,000. You never sell a car. The car is without a tire. You know the man. And the guy himself, a Fulani boy, he say, through to my God, if you don't bring God, what about that God? And the God no there. According to many of you who think that honor somewhere God no he said through in my name, I know come somewhere. No, imagine yourself to be God and a cook, you know. You know, somewhere. Somebody get kidnapped on your name, telling you in the name of God, if you don't bring, I will kill. You know what they need. And the Ijan, that's how they will be potent. Now we will put your concept of man. You got what there. You got what there. One day you understand it. If we are now, if a man let me claim on Adam na very strong. Oh, I need jam on this strong. No the work. You know the work. Concept of man. Man. Oh, mother here. Here no Bible. Kinda.
Bros Barry.
Kinda wait.
Yesterday, I was tortured in 1 a.m. today.
Torture.
But they said that's what we got to the cash from. But when I begged them, later he gave me my clothes, he took me, the rope off my hand, and he said, today we want to get million. But that I told you, because not talking that, just saying that about. Let us find place and shoot for this other place.
Bros Barry, you know how you left the house. You know how you left the house. Everybody is donating 5,000, 20,000, 50,000 around.
Hold on there.
What we are
hold on there. The man is ringing. Old man, I call you with another number. You block me. So you block me on the other side. He blocked me. Now he's ringing. With my main line, he's ringing. I will write you a message after this broadcast. I will write you a message. If you cannot talk to me in public, I will publish your picture and your family on internet. Because you people are deceiving our people. You see, he blocked me here. Now I'm calling him here and the picture is showing and he's ringing. He blocked me. I told many of you that he blocked me. He blocked me. And now the phone is ringing with my main line. I'm calling with my main line.
Yes, I did.
Where is it? This is WhatsApp. Yes. It's ringing. I'm going to paste your number on I will write you. I will paste your number on internet. People can hear you call. You block me. And why? Maybe he's now maybe because you have answered so many calls, he'll be conscious of God. He'll be conscious of God. No, he's not at work. He's not at work. Okay. He's not picking. He's not at work. He blocked me, and when I call here, he's not showing any picture. Then when I call here, he display picture. That I told many of you that he blocked me. So I'll be calling you. Who is dropping this one? Who is this person? Who is this one? Okay, this is are you? Okay. It's one of us. So the man blocked me. Don't worry. I will drop a message for you. If you refuse to pick my call on a live program, I will display your pictures and your number for the whole world to continue calling you. Who knows what up about? Now, what you're hearing the voice of a Fulani man.
Person that want to sell the car now bring additional money. It will be above 600,000. Maybe before the evening comes, before evening, I will call and say this is how much we have gathered. Everybody know how Nigeria is at this time, Bros Barry. Don't let us deceive ourselves. I told the man, your children that are at home, have we paid the school fees? Everybody is suffering and crying everywhere. So I will call in the, eh?
Did you tell Lopez?
Yes.
Okay.
Lopez is still coming. In fact, he left, he's in the farm that is in Logudu. So he's leaving Logudu to come. He said he has a bag of cocoa to sell. So,
Cocoa to get 10 million.
Please, I will beg you for that. I don't know how to get people. I don't. Please, I don't know how to get people. I don't know. That's what you want to say. Please, don't be please, don't waste my life. Please. I'm not doing my life. I tell you never talk to me again. No.
Bros Barry.
Yeah, you can hear it.
You,
that you will not release me.
well, God will touch his heart.
Okay.
Because everybody, let me tell you, Mama, they have already admitted Mama in hospital now. They are passing drip in their body. Everybody is shouting everywhere. There is nowhere we have not gone to look for money. We have gone everywhere to look for money. Lopez is coming. He will sell a bag of cocoa. We will have the money to eat. We are farmers. Everybody is gathering everything together. So by evening when I talk with you, I will let you know how much we have that we have gathered. They don't need to kill you because we have not said we are not paying, but we don't have the capacity. We don't have the capacity. We are farmers.
Hold on there. The wickedness of black people. Like our brother said, our leader have said it before. They don't kidnap all these rich men that are frustrating their life. They go to the lowest ebb. Oh yeah, the problem I know today. Corruption, the same thing in Nigeria. They don't prosecute people that are in the top echelon of the government. They go down to pick Mwanyelaka. Mankichi, I say, one policeman like that. They have to treat his fuck up. Her fuck up. Say they must to show you people that they are fighting for corruption. Or maybe one cleaner, a cleaner in local government. Now when one 10,000 naira batran aside, then they have to prosecute the woman to show the public that they're fighting corruption. But they don't go to the head. They won't. It's impossible. That is why Nigeria is there to frustrate many of us. It's there to frustrate us. The religion on its own is the embodiment of evil. Religion is evil in our land. The kind of religion we have in our land is evil. If you say it's not evil, call me. I do challenge many of you to prove to you how you are just disgracing before everybody. I will not insult you. I will be polite. Only what I need to ask a question I need to ask. Look at it here. I think this man is saying the same thing I just said now. Yes, corruption. Let me bring it. I think I have it here. Our people now, so if you are showing them, if you play, you show them. Many of them, their brain autopilot, their brain are not functioning. You need a picture. My hand is a nursing school picture with his slate.
In a society, and you all want to eliminate corruption in a society, the most effective way to do it is to make sure you don't punish people at the bottom, you punish people at the top.
Correct.
I'll tell you one story. In the 1960s, when Singapore was a very poor country then, our per capita income was 500.
Singapore.
A government minister was invited by a businessman to go on holiday. Just a holiday. No bride. He and his family went on holiday with the businessman. He came back, he was arrested, charged, went to jail.
Correct.
After that, no more corruption.
Correct.
Because it's very powerful signal.
Correct.
That is sent when you go up to someone to talk.
Correct. Hold on there. In the zoo, Mankichi as a cleaner. Now one local government. Now when I want 2,000 naira missing at the office. Hey, prosecute where what they are now AIT. She on a channel. As a government is working. They are dealing with corruption. He's calling him God-fearing man. This fella, okay. I was thinking that it's one of them that is writing. So what we are asking, I think in the next 2 minutes or rather now, if anybody have something to contribute. Let me see if I have one other thing that I wanted to show Biafrans before I. Anybody that is writing me, you have to write me on WhatsApp. I don't send them recharge card on Facebook. If you write me on WhatsApp, I will know whether you used to write me before. Don't just start sending. Okay, now, like I said, these are the questions I have for. Wait, come. Let me bring this. I think this is what I wanted to bring here. Is it what I have here? Where is this man? The problem, the man. Is it what I have here? I don't post it here. Why? Why I didn't have it here? I thought I posted it here. Okay. Now, yes, it's true. Many of you know the reason why Facebook blocked me. Do you know the reason why they blocked me? You know the reason why Facebook blocked me in my main account? That they have also opened it, but they don't allow me to do video. I have also complained to see I'm waiting for their feedback. They restricted me because I posted what happened in Kanu. I mean in Sokoto. No, not in Sokoto, in Kanu. In Kanu, I think it's in Kanu they have bomb blast, which they are lying. They are lying that it's not bomb blast, rather it is gas. And we have the principal of the school. The people that were there when it happened came out. And that's why we are lambasting BBs, and the lambasting continues. I do receive messages from our brothers who call BBs. You try it. Many of you that are tweeting, continue tweeting. Continue tweeting. And as time may have it, I want you, from tomorrow, if you go to my wall, you are going to get a video of what happened in our leader's house. Those 28 men shot dead. We have the video. Because now, they now postponed the court case that because of he refused to appear to the court because he jumped bail, which is what they said. And we knew that he never jumped bail. He ran for their dear life. He will have to. And I say, so we have the video. We want the video to trend. I don't want to post it on Facebook because they will also block me. Because we have a lot of killings. And I'm happy that there's a voice. The voice that was there when that incident happened. Because they will say it's concocted video from somewhere else. So we are going to, I'm going to compile it and paste it. The link will be on my platform as from tomorrow. I have already gotten the video. So that we are going to tweet it on Twitter. We want it to continue going viral. You can add your own, but I have my own test that I prepared. The reason why our leader ran for their dear life, which they are accusing him today that he jumped bail. So the problem we are having, why we are not free today, is not because of Fulani, it's because of our own people. Our own politicians refuse to rise up. The one that call themselves celebrity, they refuse to speak up. The one that call themselves the musicians, the singers, they are not speaking about it. Many of them that call themselves comedians, they don't use it. Rather, they go on internet. Many of you that are watching this comedy on internet, you call funny. What is funny about them? I don't know. All these our men that are using what is going to make money in the name of comedy. They say they want to make you laugh. You want to laugh. They will use what happened. They will ignore it. They will do another thing in the name of women. All this love, women love, and the love of a woman and a man. You have joy. So there's joy in you to begin to smile on things of women, open yash, women, ass is big. They laugh over it. They call it comedy. Facebook comedy. They are trending. You say, wow. You watch them. You see thousands of shares because it's funny now. Funny film now. So it's we that is holding ourselves. The thing that's supposed to trend will not trend. What will trend is something that has no meaning. And when you see the comedians that are doing the one that's supposed to trend, you will not share it. If you want me now to have more followers, I have to go and get a girl who will come on my platform. As I'm speaking now, they will be naked one side, opening the ass. You see, they will invite others. Come, Methuselah platform. There's one girl that used to be naked. Come, let's go and watch. You will see people in troop and be sharing. So we are daft. Many of you that are in Western world, only God will bless you, that are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. If it is many of them, they will not talk about it. After all, you are here now. What are you talking about those at home? You're supposed to enjoy life now. Is it not their language? What are you disturbing yourself now? Why every time Biafra, Biafra, Biafra? And you are working here. Can't you enjoy life? Leave them there and let them suffer. So it's a, like I said, I will bring it. I'll bring the link. I'll bring a link on my platform so that many of you can share it. This is what happened, and I'm happy.
Let's get this right. Something happened in the school. I told you there's nothing happened in that school. No, can we get this right?
Wait, he said nothing happened in the school. We are lies, broad day lies. Let me bring it broad days. Many of you have seen it. I don't want to talk. Let me allow them to ramble. Broad day lies. And they are open. The man is nothing happened. Nothing happened in the school. They blocked me.
Well, something happened in the school. So maybe the person that... Sir, let's get this right. Something happened in the school. I told you there's nothing happened in that school. No, can we get this right? There's nothing happened in that school. I was there. Okay. I was there. Myself. Hang on a minute. I'm not tall. I was there physically. Hang on a minute. Yes. Well, we saw pictures of pupils that were blooded from the school. That means something happened. But the welder shop that you said the... No, definitely. No, hang on a minute. Let me speak, sir, please. I beg you, sir. We just want to get to the end of this. Okay. The welder's place that you said the gas explosion happened, nothing happened to the welder. Yes. But the students, there were pictures of students that were blooded. So how did that come about? The epicenter of the explosion, which is the welder's place, nothing happened to the welder. But the students in the school opposite were blooded. How come that happened? As I'm talking to you, I cannot say a single person that was blooded in that school
at all.
And I was in the
you are correct. Let me bring my picture. All of that shagana go like this. Give me, they confused. Their way. It has been their way. When you kill an IPOB, when you were not there, nothing like. No, but they will come here and tell you you will agree. Indigenous people of Biafra. They say everything you people are talking. Are you the only people marginalized? That's what the mix people are telling you. Why are you shouting? Are you the only people marginalized? You IPO, what have you done? You have started IPO since you people have been talking. What have you done? The man said nothing happened. No, they look at the man. He said nothing happened.
Front of that school, opposite to the scene of the incident. So I cannot say whether the explosion hit the welder or not. That's the work of God. So that's the work of God. You see, you can see you can have a motor accident, but the whole people may die. One can escape. I can escape without any single wound. So that is not an excuse. God can do miracle.
Exactly, God
can save that man.
Yes.
Well, Dr. Julie, just calm down. We're not harassing you. Just take it easy. Now, I need you to tell us.
No. I'm normal. I'm normal. Yes.
I need you to tell us. Don't worry. We just want to get the truth for the benefit of the Nigerian public. Now,
but why insisting that it must?
No, we are not.
It must be a bomb blast.
No,
we at the scene are telling you exactly what, and you are only acting on those that come upon you.
No, we are not insisting on anything. We just want clarity. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay. Let me ask.
Okay.
What, as the man in charge of emergency, response and all of that in Kanu State, I guess your colleagues in other states face the same. Challenge. When crisis occurs, when there is an emergency, you guys are summoned to come and help, rescue whatever you can still rescue. But in Kanu State, are there specific rules with regard to safety? A building code that is functional? Because we're talking about a welder shop. Let's even go with that. Using gas, having gas cylinder in a residential area, in front of a school, and then this accident occurs. So what are the safety regulations in place, with regard to where people can toy around with inflammable materials? Not just in the Kanu, but it happens after all in Lagos. There was a similar incident sometime early last year. We have had the petrol stations also exploding in a residential neighborhood. What are your thoughts about these safety considerations?
Yes.
And do you think there is an omission in this particular case in that regard?
You see, it is a problem of we Nigerians. We don't follow rules and regulations. When you try to enforce it, they politicize it. You see, this is our problem. Otherwise, we have agencies that takes care of rules and regulation in terms of safety. We have like here in Kanu, we have Kanu State Agency for the Control Department, and we have fire service, we have the SEMA, but people they don't even allow you to do your job. When you try to enforce it, they politicize it. But all the same, we make sure that the safety measures were taken in any building, so that such issue, if it's come, we can quickly rescue people from that instance. And you know it. So we are doing our best. So that's why yesterday when we went, we have been busy trying to rescue people. Those who are wounded, they have been taken to hospital, various hospitals here in Kanu. We are doing it, NEMA are doing it, the Nigeria Red Cross and the rest of rescue team or disaster management here in Kanu.
Dr. Chile, somebody just sent in a text message.
Yes, sir.
And the person who shall remain nameless, he said that the weather shop is still standing. It was not affected.
Correct.
Why is he saying the explosion happened in the weather shop?
People can say anything because people want to be negative thinking. I don't know. If it is, let's assume it is.
When we are in the same country with these people, one Nigeria, we are in the same country with these people now. And if we could Biafra, talk, I cause some confusion. So you want to go to that Biafra now? We are now Idu. Let us talk about it. Marogan. That is when we begin to tell you we are working, we are doing the job they send you to do, division. And why many of you are doing this thing? Because no consequences for now. You know the consequences, man, nada. You forget that. Everybody gets respect to him. The country now are the same country. And I will show you what the proprietor of the school said.
Bumpers. And it already happened. What is the interest there? Why do people insist that it must be a bomb blast? What is the benefit there? What has happened has already happened. People have, those who has gone has gone. Those who are wounded were wounded. And whether it is a gas explosion, whether it's bomb blast, what's the interest of the general public? Why people are want to shift this issue to bomb blast?
Even if it's bomb blast, why do people want to shift it to bomb blast? When you are the control, when you are executive secretary, state emergency management agency, child. When they go to work now, many of you are graduates, child. Graduates from different universities. For the new grow accountancy, for the grow engineering, child. You know, one that knows electric fish, MSc in the business. You know, you saw cryptocurrency. The one you are executive secretary. Right, this is how they put all this Biafra Karakai. The only people that are taking all of you on the run of the politicians. Only God, how many of you who will train my campaign? Only saw people do the best. I win on another here. I put you on another here.
What the benefit do we have? When we are saying the right thing, that it's not a bomb blast, it is a gas explosion.
Gas explosion.
Is there any benefit that people will drive from bomb blast if it is the one that happened?
Okay, I'm going to common sense. Even if it's bomb blast, why would people say it's bomb blast? Even if it's bomb blast, why would people say it's bomb blast?
Well, we were
executive secretary.
We are saying the right thing. We are saying what exactly happened. Why is it that people are saying bomb blast? If it is bomb blast, what benefit will they get from that issue?
Oh, they have fun.
So, but whether it's bomb blast, whether it's a gas explosion, as we observe, the government will not leave this issue like that. I am sure a strong investigation team, committee will find out what had what happened. But how does it happen?
But you already know that it's gas. Now, what are they going to find again? What happened? He said it's a gas explosion. Now you want to allow people to go and find what happened. And you know the same country. And we are Nigeria. And we are one Nigeria. God has brought us together. We cannot depart from each other. And that is what I will use to close this program. Brokers of our leader. Telling the Cameroon, you can bring us together. What you listen to our leaders, I'm going to close the program when I receive like few calls. It will shock you. It will feel as if this man knows what is going on now between the Christians and the Muslims. And this bomb explosion, a man sent to us by Ipob. What he do? Anybody that is preaching will do. They know how a hater of this struggle. You might want to talk about don't you do. You do an autopilot want to separate from you, but they are working together. They are hand in hand. So don't be deceived. When you all I'm an autopilot, but I don't support that you do. Don't mind the idiot. All of them that are in the same basket. I tell you. Either knowing me or knowing me. Let me go to the proprietor of the school to see what he said.
So people should rest. People should be should cool with their mind. Government is very much concerned. Governor, His Excellency, before he went there, he sent his deputy, including myself, and the head of service and the rest of government officials to go and assess the situation. Before we were there, disaster managers were also there, like NEMA, police, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force.
Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Police, the boss brigade, everybody is here. You know, one man who work about there. You know, add the fire with maybe say fire service supposed to be there. Who another agency on Abasa questioning out there. Road safety. All this immigration questioning out there to ascertain what happened. And we are Nigeria. Benin people have another virus. Edo people. You want me to show you where our leader said Edo is not part of us? He wants you to show you where Edo people are saying they don't want Igbo people. Igbo speaking Biafra should not come to their side. Oh, no, no, but on our side, and you do. How you look at everybody, what you do. Over my dead body. Are they possible? Now, let us go to the proprietor of the school. Many of you must have seen it. Let's go to the school, Selma. Let me go to the school. Let me go to the school. The owner of the school. Think, is it what I have here, or those that were there when it happened? Let me see if it's what I have here. Okay, it's what I have.
Akim, and I want you to pass this information across the way I'm telling you now. It was not gas explosion. It was a suicide bomber. We saw him.
Okay, we saw him.
So that is a fact. But God intervened. After our assembly in the morning, I was in a class teaching the students, and all of a sudden we heard a sound. And on reaching here, we saw the explosion and some dead bodies around. And what we are hearing in the news now that the government are saying is a gas explosion, while what we saw and the sound we hear is a bomb blast sound. As an engineering student, I know what is gas and I know what is bomb explosion. So I don't see the reason why the government will be telling us that this is a gas explosion where we know the truth. So I don't know if they are trying to cover their shame,
yes,
or trying to cover their insecurity in the states.
Hold on there. That's what I wanted to do. This is not new. Many of you have seen it. The thief in Finland now use it to do program. Guess how he's doing a good job. Let me up on Facebook. Come here. I was not there, me myself. But the thief now use it to do program. He use one. This wow. His position. He's doing his position. His position, what is already exposed. So what I may interpret in his own way. What I'm interpreting is my own way of understanding. You can interpret it in your own way. But the main reason is that they are lying. That's the basic point. The summary of the whole thing I just showed you is the lie from the Nigerian government to suppress the truth. But the thief now in Finland will use it. Look at what someone he's doing a good job. He's exposing Nigeria. Something that he collected from internet. Like I said, like this no problem. I think let me begin to Methuselah, please. Please this video for me, so they will also know that they are white talking. Yes, I will do that. I will, whatever somebody needed, I will give it to you, because if only Methuselah is speaking, the gospel is not spreading. So we need many of you, either by writing, by talking. That's why any of you who come to me and requested for something, you must do it. You must ask me to time with that number, because I have a lot of requests. I may forget your own. You think I just ignore you. Many people ask me questions like many times. Some of them get annoyed. It's like you're ignoring me. You don't want to respond to me. One or another. Oh, well, many of you, if I begin to show you messages, and I go back. Monday will mean. Before they will call me, I want to. That's important thing I want to tell you. When I call, what you hear, we need to tell our people now to stay at home. I said, hey, boy, now, but they know already. I am a problem. When you hear, I have the strategy. I want to tell you. You have to listen to everybody. All their complaints are important. They don't expect that your strategy to be carried along. Sometimes, I don't want the one that supersedes it. Like my brother said, please, yes, I will send you the video when you requested for it. Like I said, let me on our leader to continue. If you have any call, I will pause it.
I am asking David Cameron, if you think that Muslim and Christian is all lovey-dovey, let them stay together, why did you have the need, British hypocritical Prime Minister, why did you have the need to come to the world to openly say Britain is a Christian country? Why? I ask you. Why didn't you say, oh, we are half Christian and half Muslim? Because when it comes to the zoo, some of you who don't reason, monkeys and baboons, what do you know? Your brain is empty. If you go to zoo university, they let you have the debt from you. Because you're being tutored by hopeless animals calling themselves lecturers. I want to look into this very logic of Britain and America this very morning. I will ask again until I get an answer. David Cameron, I want people from Africa to understand the hypocrisy of white people. Some of you don't know this, but I will tell you. They don't see you as human beings. They think you cannot reason. They come to you, oh, change your name from Ifani to Michael, you change. Oh, your name is not, this place is not Watcher, it looks nice. Why don't you call me Port Harcourt? You answer. Any name they give you, you answer. Any name they laugh at you. They look at you as idiot, as lower than animals. In this COG, black people from Africa are hopeless. Why are you hopeless? And I will tell you. Why do I say that black people from Africa are useless? Because white man wants a different standard for their country and a different one for you. So in their country, they can have free healthcare, education system is very good, the water is running, the roads are built very well, the houses are very beautiful. But in your own place, you are living on top of refuse. Have you asked yourself why? Because they want one standard for themselves and another standard for you. Now, a few weeks ago, David Cameron was saying, Nigeria to be one and diversity, celebrate diversity. Then I'm asking David Cameron, why then did you say that Britain is a Christian then? Why don't you celebrate the diversity of the Muslims in Bradford, the ones in Luton, the ones in Leeds, the ones in Birmingham, the ones in Manchester? Why don't you embrace everybody so it can be one? Why did you? I am asking, I want Cameron to understand that I am more learned than he is. 10 billion times over. Look, I am managing here. 10 billion. We are infinitely more intelligent than they are. I want to ask David Cameron this very morning, why did you have the need to emphasize that Britain is a Christian country? At the same time, denying Christians from Biafra from asserting their Christianity. Can anyone answer that? That is the hypocrisy of white people. That is why if they tell you something, you ignore it. Only those who are kind. The only white man from America that can tell me something I will understand, perhaps, is maybe George Bush or Clinton to an extent because of the work they did in the Millennium Goal for Africa. As simple as that. When it comes to black people in America, I can only listen to perhaps Condoleezza Rice because she understood the need to set black Africa free by untangling us from the shackles of colonialism. Now you understand why I say black people are monkeys and they don't reason. None of you can stand up and say, Okay, you want Buhari to be president in a place where predominantly they are Christians, then why are you saying that your country is only Christian then? Don't you think we benefit as you are benefiting if we are all Christians in one country and Muslims can be on their own in one country? Don't you think so? But because you people are from Africa, you are black, you are monkeys, you are baboons, what do you know? They are messing with your brain because they gave you idol to be worshipping and you're worshipping idol. And I told you, I have a synagogue because your brains are now blocked. Your brain cells are blocked. They are blocked. You cannot reason anymore. Why? Because you are all idol worshippers. I will prove it. If you tempt me, I will prove it to you. Scientifically. You people are idol. That is why the more churches you build, the poorer you become. Idol worshippers. You go to the village and say, oh, this oracle is bad. Oh, we'll go and hear Pharaohs. You are the idol worshipper. They never have a reason. Church has been burnt and the pastor's daughter is dead. In the name of diversity, celebrate your diversity. Why can't Britain celebrate their diversity? Why don't you have a Muslim as the chief imam of Britain coming to Buckingham Palace to come and hold prayer with the Queen? Since you want to be one loving family of Islam and Christian. You as a white man, David Cameron, you want your country to be only Christian, enjoying life, and then you come to Biafra and you want us to mix with Muslims. These people are evil. Evil people. With their lies and their deceit. Oh, it is okay for you to say, oh, we are a Christian country. Why can't you allow me to say the same thing? That Biafra is a Christian country. Why can't I say the same?
Exactly.
Why not? Oh, it is good because you're a white man. You can say you're a Christian country and you're white. But when it comes to me, I can't say I'm a Christian country. Cameron, do you know that Biafra land has no Islam in it? Of course, some of you will say that the terrorists came yesterday. So it's an Islamic country now. Of course, I agree with you. Over is Islamic Caliphate. And on Saturday, you go and mess up yourselves. Claiming you're going to vote. You never have these people who can't reason. You've been voting for 16 years, there is no change. If you are about to go back again to vote, are you not an idiot? Complete and utter hopeless we continue. If you want the truth, you come here to the class. You don't believe in the cabinet. Don't believe in nonsense. Here we tell you the truth. People in Igbo, they are saying we will boycott the elections if they don't return electricity to us. Now, some of you are beginning to understand that rebellion is very good for you. Now you understand it.
Hold on there. Before I go, I have to go. Before I go, let me just use 2 minutes. Or rather, how many minutes is this clip? To tell you that Christianity in Africa is different from the one in Europe. Muslim in Africa is different from the Muslim in Europe. Illiteracy is disease. It's when you emerge illiteracy with religion, you get a disaster. Now I hear they are looking for another girl to kill in Bauchi. They say they blasphemy. He insulted Muhammad. Muhammad is an idiot who cannot fight for himself. They are doing riot now as we start. I think is it today or yesterday? They were burning tires in Bauchi. They say another girl insulted Muhammad. So they want to fight for Muhammad. They will not allow Muhammad to come and fight for himself. Our black people. Black. Illiteracy is a disease. This question is a question. If you are here, you are watching me, and you're a religious person, please. I showed this thing in my last video. They blocked me. This question is what I've been asking. Wait, what I was asking is this. Is it what I have here? Where is it? This is what I've been asking. This is only can be asked in Western world. They join all of even has again if Jesus Christ. Don't insult God. This is blasphemy. There was another idiocy in Western world. This is the question this lady asked here, and I want also you that are watching. If you have an answer, I'll be very, very glad. Let it be what I've learned from you. If you have an answer to it, I think I'm supposed to go to YouTube and bring it. I think it's yes. This is the question that this beautiful lady asked. Brain Hana, the kind had a good both on Facebook. Look at it here.
I don't want to run out of time before I ask some of these broader questions. And the one I'd like to ask you is,
you said it all, who's not here? Who knows how to say, sir, I know the answer.
I don't want to run out of time before I ask some of these broader questions. And the one I'd like to ask you is, Muslims have a hard time understanding how a loving, merciful God, it seems like a contradiction, would crucify his beloved son. It goes against, it's a contradiction to them. Why, can you answer this question? Why would God, who's so big and so forgiving and loving, not just forgive us all our sins and have to kill the person he loves most in order to forgive us?
Why Gazalia? Why not Gazalian? I'm going to repeat it again. You know here very well. You know here very well.
Crucify his beloved son. It goes against, it's a contradiction to them. Why, can you answer this question? Why would God, who's so big and so forgiving and loving, not just forgive us all our sins and have to kill the person he loves most in order to forgive us?
I think the answer to that is very simple, and that's
not simple.
That is that we have such a high view of what relationship with God is, and we have such a high view of what sin does to that relationship.
Sin.
That it requires, and these are God's parameters, these aren't my parameters.
You say it's God parameters. We are living when the God said it.
And those are not your parameters, Peggy. It's God parameters that you can require.
Sometimes a little bit these people give up on Islam or that's not God parameter.
It requires a sacrifice. It requires a blood that has to be
a blood. So all Chineke say, oh God, the man does all.
That sounds
it seems horrendous to me that God would do that. And the fact that God would do that is all the more appalling to me that he'd do it for you and do it for me. The fact on that punishment on himself. It is not something that he imposed on himself. It is something he chose for himself to do. He chose willingly to do that. To me, it's not horrendous. I'm appalled that God would do
that. Hold on there. Oh, you go on there be this skinny. How can him like this now? How can he be this skinny? So I don't want to I don't want to go into that. All this here was sign of crucifixion. Here now. Crucifying. Oh, India go Christianity. All here be the killing. Christianity. Now them started. So I can't carry now we through Kenya and Africa. That's all God parameter. Yeah, no, a direct brother to God. Giant. Mama, you also help a cousin God. So okay, maybe only from the relation. I need you had some motive in one in and out. Yeah, but another no God parameter. Common sense. You said you want to forgive us our sin. You have to kill somebody. For that, and you now kill, you become your only begotten son. In fact, all bad man, all they work people to kill their own family member. So I can't go into that now, but the only thing more than begging all of you is that let us go back to our roots. Hold our own religion we can interpret. So that when you are interpreting, you know that you are interpreting it from your own point of view. From your own side. If you are talking about religion now, from Africa, say Biafran type of religion, you question him at the root. So that when you are now accepting it, you are accepting it with your whole heart. But the one that don't know where it comes from, they say Jesus will say, Jesus, you are here. Let me tell them, keep Bible local. Nonsense. I'm mad at them. Funny me no way, and I'm one committee one sin. I come to Pam, now bubble. Yeah, look here, put your man antenna there. For only Christians like how sin, him and how all one question about hearing. Oh, enjoy. That's on. Yes, can you hear me? From Italy. Yes. Yeah, who's calling?
I just joined you and I've been watching and I've been listening to you.
Yes.
And I want to commend you like always. Keep it up. You see what we are passing through, what we have been passing through, and
We wouldn't want our children also to pass through the same thing. Never. Our next generation can never pass through the same thing. You see here, many people are complaining about documents. That most of them, they will tell them to get married before they give the document. But they don't know what will happen when this generation passes and nothing is done. What will happen to the next generation? Their own will be worse. So we must do everything within our power to make sure that Biafra is restored.
For sure.
Like our leader said before, that even if it is only one man and one woman remaining, they should continue.
For sure.
We can never back off on this Biafra struggle, never. And another thing is, I called you last time, I told you about what the Christianity has done to us. And most of us are still into the mess. We are still into the mess. Most of us are still in the mess of this religion. Jesus and all this nonsense they brought to us, especially some coordinators. And I would like the leadership of this struggle to make sure that all those who are still praying in the name of Yahweh and the name of Jesus should not be handling any office. It's very, very important. They are not supposed to. You know, like when I was growing, until now, I discovered that if I had known the way this religion would have turned us to, I wouldn't have allowed my father to give me any Christian name or take me to church in the first place. When I was growing, my grandfather met him. He was there. He died at the age of 2010. He never went to church, my grandfather. So everything he does, I witnessed most of them, although I was very small then. So this is what we should be doing. We must go back to our roots. The God of our ancestors, the God that is served. That is God we will serve. This last time I saw these people in London. I told you before that most people, when we go for protest, if we are going for protest, let it be protest. We are not going for prayer. We are not going for crusade. We are going for protest. And that protest is, we can say whatever we want to say. We can abuse. We can curse anybody. All these evil people who are holding us. Yes, we have the right. But there must people that will be selected for this. People that will be talking. People that will make speech. Not somebody will come from somewhere and be saying, our leader will be free in the name of Jesus. Who has Jesus helped?
Exactly.
All these things stop. If we are going for protest, let it be protest. We are not going for prayer.
Exactly, brother.
And they must look into it.
Yes, to be looking to brother. Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you, our brother. Always whining when I wanted people to call. I think people are coming now. Look at what you are seeing on the screen. What do you see here? If you got an Android, move forward. Mary, Mother of Jesus Mosque. If you got an here concept of man, move please be up on them. Mary, the Mother of Jesus Mosque. You hear? I say Deborah. He talk about Muslim. We must kill her. Hey, Bukwanai. Hey, boy, for the girl. Not a move forward. No, they look me. Why people have moved forward? Who is this? We are no longer. Okay, you know, I can actually know some at all. Okay, I'm angry. Yeah, the car. Oh, hearing them stage by stage. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, Meta, can you hear me, my brother?
Yes.
I greet you. Good evening. Yeah, my brother.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, this is Mazi Methuselah. I'm calling from Nebu Dongo of Nigeria. So, my brother, don't tell me this issue of Christianity. Honestly, with all due respect to our Christian brothers and sisters watching, please, I will have to tell you, Kedia Melu, England did you from Rome, from paying people. Just like Ota is now to now here to Rome now, some of the Christians now in Nigeria, they go to Rome. England was doing that before. America was doing that before. Even Russia was doing that. Now, England became one Anglican. You need to now, especially Christianity and politics after that, international politics after that, but our people don't want to know. Now, England became one Anglicanism. America ke okwu nke abụọ nke Protestant. Russia na onwe ha ke okwu nke abụọ nke Orthodox Jews, Orthodox Christians. So, it will only get the reason. Only if I know is not a way to learn. You understand? These people, no country no alive today, a very same country, will allow their citizens, their wealth to be going outside to even a more developed country than your own. You have your own one that you're supposed to be using to develop your own place, and after like that. England will marry now. They don't want their funds to be going out upon the Anglican. So everything circulates around them. But when you make the same thing with America, the same thing with this people. And they brought to Africa. All Africa is here now. I think I'm a part of the Africa. People have more that they bring and see they can even fight for it. If they have and now you can't to reverse this thing as your own God. When your own God, that your Jesus. I think that not Jesus with the last. Thank you, brother. I know. Thank you, brother. I know.
Thank you, brother. And ebony about to be bad and they was Hanoni Shaga on the Bible Gachisamaranya on a young Somona. I tell you, the choir sisters, child. The choir here, so that couldn't whatever sometimes on them again on a big group.
With me last week and I told
her. Yeah. This all was spam. This all been
demon came.
And
put it in my mouth.
Why I'm able to speed. You talk about people who demon to spam demon. Check out all. When man on this life, Doji. Every corner of Africa, Mandican America, South and Doji. He know the same. So what about in Africa? We graduated black people. Black. Look, we saw demon of the Nabat.
A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then my private part has been itching.
It's been itching?
Yes.
Look at demon! Look, all of sex demon! You see all of sex! Look, all of sex! Look! You all of sex! Use all of sex! Let that sperm of that man!
Amen. What God does not do does not exist. No. What God does not do does not exist. We move. Imagine you move there. When you look at these thief in Finland, the idiot that have been castigating Ejiofor. On good news about we are winning. We have to give kudos to our lawyers. We move. So where are you moving to? You don't move where? We move. Demon came into the night to have a spam to eat on your mouth. When Alani, I think I have to come to the end of this program. Normally, there was Salamog at this program. I don't supposed to exceed 2 hours. I have a reason why it's like that. Like I said, I will be coming from here often, though I will make sure that I broadcast this platform so that many people can be able to hook up to this side. Like I said, if you know you've never gotten a card from me and you must be in the zoo or you're in Biafra land, I have seen people writing me from another part of the country. You don't need to write me if you are not in Nigeria or you are not in Biafra land. These two places, either you're in Biafra land or you're in the zoo. When I talk about zoo, I'm talking about Nigeria, the part that is not Biafra. So these are where you are. Unless are you making use of Glo in Libya? Are you making use of MTN in Libya? Even if you are making use of it, it's not the same. So that is why the people were interested. I'm sorry. I know many of you that are also in another part of the country. It is not also going well with you people. I know many of us are suffering. But only this particular data is for those that are in Nigeria. I'll be coming to the end of the program, like I said. I want to remind many of you that are just joining us. I think it's time for me to show this. What is the reason of me showing this? It is to... Okay, let me pick your call. I think you have been calling me. Yes, can you hear me? Yes, where are you calling from?
That's me from here. I'm calling from Togo.
From Togo, okay.
And my name is Mazi Methuselah.
Okay.
And I'm your follower. I made so good in online. I want to thank you for your good work. For truth, you are doing a great work.
Thank God. Thank God, KCB. Write me on my WhatsApp, not here. Thank God, KCB. I think you're one of us. Yes, continue, brother. Continue.
Yes, like I was saying, all these things is a collective work. It's not a work of work. It's a collective work. And I thank you because your own side, you are doing a great job. Based on what you are educating today, the problem we have is this religious, Christian religious and the Muslim religious that is rampaging Africa. That is the problem of Africa. Because I believe so much, I'm a religious person. I will tell you the truth.
Okay.
And I have gone through the Bible, and because our leader taught us how to reason. So I reason very well. I understand that there are things that they add which is not scripture, and they do it in order to keep us on a perpetual slavery. That's just the truth. Because I do not believe that the religious will tell us if somebody slaps you, you will turn to that side. I read it from the Bible, but I don't believe it because our leader has taught us to reason.
Okay.
And also, there is something that I normally told people. When Yeshua, we they call Jesus, when he was on earth, he told one of the advice he told his disciples is this. He said to them, if you have 2 goats, you have to sell one and buy a machete. But some gullible Christians never reason. They never ask themselves a question. Why did Jesus encourage his disciples to buy a knife or a machete? Is it Baruru? So our gullible Christian never think it that way. But the reason why Jesus is sending a soldier, if you have 2 coats, you buy and sell one and buy machete, because he knows that self-defense is very, very important to humanity. I hope you are hearing me very clearly.
Yes, you have to round up. Yes, I'm hearing you, brother. Just round it up. Yes.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But our people are so gullible. They never reason. Even in the same Bible says that there is a war in heaven. God did not pray for that war to end. The Bible says that he sent his angel, the angel that fight. God himself has angel that fight, which is to say the self-determination is our right. Self-defense is our right as a human being. Let me stop here. I believe that I have talked since for some bonus of people that does not believe in self-defense. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Good work.
Correct, man. Thank you, brother. You are correct, brother. That's that's why I told many of you that if you know what Christianity is all about, you will not be a coward. But that's why I always say African version of Christianity. For many of you that have been following me, what I used to say is that African version of Christianity, something is wrong with it. They don't preach this kind of thing this guy is talking now. They don't preach about, they will now, that same Bible, that's why I told many of you, human being wrote this, human. If we are here on the pages in that human being wrote this. Why? Because of the contradictory statement inside this. Like what our brother said. If you go to this verse of the Bible, there's a place he's also telling you when somebody kill the person back. Not the same Bible. They don't want another version. Now go say, pray for your enemy to repent. Don't revenge. Don't take life. Allow God to take your battle. The same place. On mad. Ingenuity and imperfection in humanity. I won't have Chineke there. I'm going to no word of God. I'm not calling a very normal day. Other land there. At the same time, Bible and Quran. Nonsense. Now, this is the last thing I will play until I come to the end of this program. After this clip, I will end the program. I have already off my phone. I don't think I will receive call again because I've exhausted my time. It's almost getting to almost 3 hours. Now, pay attention. This video you're watching now is a lady in America. He said Islam is not a peaceful religion. Up to today, nobody have killed her. She's walking free. Ya wunu na chowe ya gawe be ya de no main yok. Wunu main yok government na corona kai is blasphemy. Is against Muhammad. Look at the woman here, very very nice woman. Eloquent and agile. Oh, Jumba Kamali need in a family. I will hand this up you. Come on, why? Look at pay attention. I think it's the last thing I will play before I go. Wait, I think the voice is not coming out. The voice is not coming out. Wait. They are clapping for her. Very look at. Dress well. Dress well. You do a makeup here and there.
Thank you for having me. I hope everyone can hear me.
Correct, man.
How to respond to a lot of this? First of all, on the bar, you admitted yourself that the bar had been set quite high. I would suggest, though, that the burden of proof is on the proposer rather than on us. It quite clearly says Islam is a religion of peace. I suggest you prove it. We've also been told here tonight when we opened, that this debate must take place in the real world. Well, absolutely, yes, it must.
Debate.
It must take place in the real world. And I will describe what Islam is doing in the real world. We can sit and we can debate theocracy day in, day out. We will never agree. We can debate, is there a God, isn't there a God, is the Quran real, isn't it? None of it actually matters. What matters is what happens in the real world, as my opponent quite rightly said. My side of the argument is regularly told that we've heard it again tonight, we were described somewhat as hate. We were told that we are demonizing Islam, whipping up fear of Islam. Not the first time I've been accused of this, probably won't be the last. But let me just say, and let's take this into the real world as we've been advised to do, let me tell you what actually whips up fears of Islam. Let me take it from the top. 9/11, the London Underground bombings, Madrid, Mumbai, Mali, Bali, Northern Nigeria, Sudan, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Yemen, Pakistan, death for apostasy, death for blasphemy, death for adultery, death for homosexuality, gender segregation, gender discrimination, unequal testimony between men and women in legal proceedings, child marriage, amputations, beheadings, imprisonment for being raped, anti-Semitism, burqas, execution, as I've said, for this, that and the other, the slaughter of Theo van Gogh on the streets of Amsterdam, death threats on the streets of London, butcher those who insult Islam, Muslim patrols in East London telling people they are entering Sharia control zones, polygamous marriages, marriage not requiring the consent of the bride. This is what causes fear of Islam. It is not me, it is not my colleagues on this side.
On that point. If Islam and Muslims are responsible for the Muslim patrol,
I'm not finished. I'm not. Let me speak on. But the point is that it is not I or my fellow debaters on this side who are causing fear of Islam. It is the actions of Muslims that are causing fear of Islam. That is the real world. That is where we actually live. Then we'll be told that this is just the extreme fringe of Islam. Well, let me have a look at Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam, the custodian of its holy sites. In Saudi Arabia, a woman is not allowed to drive. She is not allowed to leave the house without a mahram. She is not allowed to vote, although they've been incredibly generous by allowing some votes in the next elections. This is apparently the extreme fringe of people are executed for blasphemy, executed for apostasy. In Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam, we'll be told that's the extreme fringe of Islam. No, it is not.
Calling Saudi Arabia the extreme fringe of Islam is like calling the Vatican the extreme fringe of Catholicism. So it just doesn't work. Then we'll be told that we've misunderstood. Violent Muslims have misunderstood. Saudi Arabia has misunderstood. Iran, which stones people to death for adultery, has misunderstood. Yemen, which marries children at the age of 9, has misunderstood. Has there ever been a more spectacularly misunderstood religion than Islam? It seems that these nations who apply it as their laws, nations which have the Quran as their constitution, innumerable nations, where there is no free speech, where there is no freedom of religion, they've all got it wrong. They've all got it wrong. It's quite a spectacularly misunderstood religion. There's just so much that, I'm constantly told as well that I need to respect Islam. I'm never quite given a good enough reason why. I am under no greater obligation to respect Islam than I am any other beliefs. I'm under no more obligation to respect a woman oppressed in the name of Islam than if she is oppressed by the BNP or anyone else.
Yeah, this one has stand up.
I am under no obligation to make compromises with an ideology I simply don't see as peaceful. Why don't I see it as peaceful? Because of the evidence. If I look around the world and I see the countries where Islam calls the shots, all I see is brutality and violence imposed by the state. We were told that peace is not just the absence of violence, but the presence of justice. Absolutely. I do not see how in a nation where, as the only woman here, I have some particular issues with the way women are treated in Islamic states. Now you can argue that they've got it wrong. Tell them that, because they seem to think that's what it is. Yes, there's so much to say about it, but is there a peaceful Islam? Yes, there is. It's in the hearts of peaceful Muslims. Unfortunately, though, there's also a rather more objective Islam, and peaceful Muslims have to do some really rather creative interpretation, like the command to beat her. I've seen Muslim women. I didn't stand up for you. Well, I didn't. I knew this would happen. By the way. I knew this would happen. What I'm saying is completely controversial and will be booed and shouted down, and I've no doubt my colleagues the same. I knew this would happen. You say anything negative, you'll get the booze. I'm actually going to leave.
I got it. When you can only do debate here in Nigeria, actually, I go on. Do you know why nothing will happen to them? That's the law. When a law that is above both Christianity or both Muslim, and about American law, supersede every other thing. Also, we were Muslim about you enter America, the law of America supersede. So the reason why you are seeing killing going on in Nigeria because the law of Sharia being seen in many of the northern countries supersede the Nigerian nonsense which they call law. They don't have. Me and you know they have no law. So that's why you see these things going on. The woman is protected by the law. And that is why they open themselves to be listening. Look at men listening, clapping. Some may agree, some may not agree. But it can't happen in Nigeria. As I think they delete here. Chai. Brothers, I know far. Like I said, I have to leave you here. I want to thank many of you that are with me. I'm going to continue to circulate this particular platform. Then when I will be there. Like our brother rightly said, I think I will start broadcasting from my page. I think I will turn to page. But anytime I'm going to turn to that, I will let you know. Normally, this is done supposed to be a business center. I am not in the same way that I come out 20 times in a day. Even when I walk, from work, I will watch. He's online. When I want to sleep, he's online. The guy, anything now, if there's anything happening now, say maybe somebody is burning down one shop in Ikorodu, yeah, he will jump out from internet and start broadcasting. You see, I told you, revolution now. Bideni and Bidia, we will support you. Start it. revolution mad maybe they start it on your own. You see people join you. But every time you lamentation, I will tell them not to start. They don't want to start. I told them that what we need is revolution. You told who? You, what of you? What have you done on your own to show example? So willing, and we are willing. Every time they claim, we can't be talking. What we need is revolution. But you are still doing the same talking. You say we can't be talking. And the thief in Finland is now using them to make money. So, like I said, I have to leave many of you here. Thank you for being here. I don't know if I begin to call names. I may not go here. Ebu Kings, I hear you. I see Onyedika Joshua, Sentimon Eke, Okosisi Chigoze. You're welcome. Like I said, I cannot begin to mention names. Ogu, thank God, Emeka, Francis Nwafo, I see all of you. Like I said, I have to begin to wind down. I want to thank many of you that are with me. Remain blessed, and I stand to remain loyal to every genuine Biafrans. Yes, Biafran child, I hear you. Until the next time we are going to meet. Mazi Methuselah, I greet you. I greet all of you. Like I said, mentioning your names one after the other, I may not go out from here, but whether your name is being mentioned or not, you are highly welcome. Kelly, Biafra, I hear you. Thank God, and we are going to continue on when time permits us. Remain blessed.